Yo, 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 everybody! How's it going? It's almost the freaking weekend. How are you guys? It's Thursday, and we are about 3 weeks from today away from Genesis Part 1, hopefully. Knock on wood. All right, knock on wood. We are about 3 weeks away from Genesis Part 1. And I have a feeling that this project is going to take me like 2 or 3 streams in order to do. So I wanted to go ahead and start this now. This isn't going to be like every single stream, like for the next 3 streams doing this. I wanted to start this now. We'll do some Genesis streams this weekend. And then next week, we'll probably pick this up midweek as well, as we kind of move closer to Genesis. But if you are unfamiliar with what and why I'm doing this, basically every time we get a new map, we do a community server event. And this time I've announced that it's called Pirate Wars, and I usually do a community center. And what better community center to do than to do a giant pirate ship? So I've never built a ship. It's gonna be very interesting. I don't know how this is gonna go, so hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. If you missed it previously, for Ragnarok we did War of the Ovis, and we built a giant temple or shrine to the Ovis Overlord. And then on Val, the theme was Halloween Town, and so the community center was a giant pumpkin. You can see that on my channel as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one, which is gonna be chill. And then at the end of the stream, we are actually going to be sorting our confirmed tribes for Pirate Wars into their crews, their teams, for the event, and I'll kind of explain a little bit more about what that event looks like and stuff like that throughout the stream, and then probably right before the spin wheel of glory. So yeah. How are you guys? Happy Thursday. I hope y'all are good. Your daddy, what's up? How's it going? I'm not your boss. Lord Dragneel, how are you? Skyra, how are you? Kenny, what? I'm not sinking anybody. Look, I'm a great boat captain, driver, person. Epos, what's up? How are you? Lord Dragneel, where's the hat? So the problem with Ark, here's the thing. There is a slight problem with Ark. When you put a hat on, you go bald. One day they'll fix that. One day I'll be able to have my beautiful luscious hair and also wear a hat. Unfortunately, that day is not today. It still doesn't work. But yeah, I think we'll keep the music on as we do this. I'll just turn the music down a little bit because it's the chill build stream. But yeah. I hope you guys, if you haven't already gone and checked out my video from yesterday, actually, you absolutely should. Basically, I played Who's That Dinosaur with somebody who's never played Ark before. And it was definitely a lot of laughs and very, very fun. And I'll go ahead and pin that in the top of chat. Let's see. Play Who's That Dinosaur with me. There you go. There is the video. You should go check it out if you haven't already. And it's got more proportionate number of likes than my normal videos do, but not a lot of views. Race Across the Ark and any kind of little fun, silly thing that I do tends to not get a lot of views, and I don't understand why. Maybe someone with great YouTube knowledge will tell me what I'm doing wrong. To be fair, the thumbnail's not great, but yeah, I didn't know what else to do. So, hey, Sakuna, how's it going? How are you? Yeah, all right, let's hop into it. So, we're on Ragnarok, because Ragnarok has water, so it kind of fits the theme, but also it has this nice big flat area, and when I say nice big flat area, I mean really nice big flat area. So that's kind of what I was thinking for this, is we want a nice big flat area. We did get some changes to the hammer, the build hammer. Uh-oh. Wait, do I not have it down? Oh. Wait, is it part of Bob's True Tales? Wait, what is it called? What is it? Template. What is it? What did the hammer called? I should definitely have it downloaded. But what is it called? I don't remember. What is it called? What is the hammer thingy called? The template hammer. Did they? I know the game is broken. Yeah, right? Is that? That's not. It's Bob's Tall Tales. I have that downloaded because I have the skins. I don't understand. Is the hammer gone? Hammer? Hammer? Wait a second. Wait a second. Where's the hammer at? Is it broken? Where did it... is it Lost Colony? Shit. I don't think I have Lost Colony that one. Well, I'll do that between now and the next stream. I had to uninstall so much just to download today's update, which was quite annoying. Yeah, you know, y'all need to kindly exit the area, please and thank you. You are not welcome here. Sorry, bro. Okay. All right. But yeah, so this is where we're gonna build. I do have Lost Colony. It's just not downloaded. I have to literally uninstall so much. Okay, so yeah, well, I guess we'll just start building. I want it to be a relatively flat area here. Well, I guess do that. Okay, the question is, how wide do we want this to be? I think that's the ultimate question. Is how wide should a boat be? I had to! It was gonna walk all over my stuff. How wide do we want the boat to be? I've never built a boat. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very weird when it comes to building. I either build excellent things or unexcellent things. Hey, Scooby, how's it going? Hey, Arc Monster. Okay, so this is kind of probably the end this way. And I was thinking we just do something like this. And I'm doing it out of metal. Hear me out. I'm doing it out of metal because I have a very strong suspicion that the octopus will probably be able to damage stone. And that doesn't sound good. That looks boat-like, right? Right? Is this a ship or a land? Well, okay, so it's a pirate ship on land because it's going to be our community center for Pirate Wars. So similar to how in Halloween, we had a giant pumpkin as our community center. That was kind of like on point and going with the theme. This time we are doing a pirate ship. So this is kind of like where like we'll have some community stuff going on and things like that. So it's kind of like it's a boat base thing. So, and once this is finished, and I do have it templated, it will go into my Discord. I have a channel for builds and stuff like that. So you'll be able to go and download it for yourself. Go and download it for yourself if you would like to use this in your own playthrough. Okay, do we think that that's long enough? Do we think this is long enough? Maybe one more. I don't know if this is wide enough, too. Maybe we make it wider? Because, like, I'm thinking about what I'm going to want to have inside of it for the community. So I think this is going to be a little bit better. Let's take a look. It might need to be a little bit longer. So you could do it as an actual ship if you really wanted to, similar size. I am not about to go look up the size proportions of a ship and start mathematically putting it into art. That is way too complicated for Miss Mystic here. I am eyeballing the bejesus out of this. I'm just thinking pirate ship. Hey Kai, how's it going? I did, and that's why I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't have the hammer downloaded. But the thing is I'm not going to be done with this today. I already know that I'm not going to be done with this today, so that's okay. That just means that when we do finish this, we get to play with the hammer. But yeah, they've made some changes to the hammer, which is good, because there's definitely some things that they needed to do with the hammer to make it a little bit better. Oh God. No. I don't know if I like the proportions of this very much. What do you guys think? Does raise the building not knowing what the heck you want? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Get out of my way. I can't see. You can make an actual floating traveling ship of a similar size. Yeah, but that's not the point of this. This is going to be our community center. We're already getting ships. We're getting ships in Gen 1 for Tides of Fortune. So I don't need to build anything on a raft or anything like that. We're getting ships. This is a base. This is a base. Yo, zombie, what's up? How are you today? Can you please, for the love of God, go away? Thank you. What are we thinking? We like this? You like this? I think the bad thing is now you can pre-plan your base and know what you'll need material-wise. Yeah. It was definitely a lot harder before. Hopefully it works as intended. I know, unfortunately, official is down at the moment. I mean, I think this is quite big, and it's gonna go up as well. I guess I could always make it... I could always make it bigger. But I feel like this is pretty good, right? Is this big enough, you think? Do you think this is big enough? Because, like, I'm thinking, like, what is it? The Black Pearl. Black Pearl. Let me yeah. That's like a Google image of, like, the ship. Pirate. I'm just gonna search pirate ship. Pirate ship! Realistic pirate ship. Apparently, just pirate ship gives me a bunch of rendered images. Realistic pirate ship. This still doesn't really help me. Say. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of good. I like this. Hey, Crazy, it's going. We're trying. You ain't built the Black Pearl at Ark. I'm doing it! Believe! I'm a believer. You couldn't convince me to stop believing if you tried. Hey, I built a pumpkin, and I'm really proud of my pumpkin. I'm very proud of my pumpkin. Okay, so the question is, how do we want to do this? I could do this two ways. I could either build straight up or I can build out, right? We could build out. I think this is probably better if we do it like this, right? We have faith that Mystic can build the Black Pearl. Thank you, Skyra! I can always trust Skyra to believe in me. Skyra's a believer. Okay. Looking nice and big. And we're gonna skin this as well. And we'll obviously have some type of skins in Genesis as well. We gather a bunch and be like, what? Plenty, and then be like, no, need more. Oh, yeah, unfortunately. Okay, the thing is though, is it too much to go out like this? Is it too much? I don't know. Because, like, the thing is, when you look at a pirate ship, like, even though, like, you would assume that it would go out like this, we're not building Noah's freaking Ark. We're building a pirate ship. And pirate ships actually kind of go straight up. That's the thing. They kind of go up rather than out. Ships of that time. Yeah, that's my theory. I think it might be able to. So this is the other option that I have. Lance built an ark. Yeah, but I'm not trying to build the ark. I'm not trying to build an ark. I'm trying to build pirate ship. Ahoy, me mateys! Okay, I mean, I think this is a little bit... I think I like the left side more. I think this side is better. I do think that this side might be better. I do prefer that side. Option 2 is better. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I do think that one's better. And we'll probably go up at least 2 on that. We might actually be able to finish this. I was thinking this is going to take a lot longer. I mean, I guess I could make it bigger. I just don't know if I want to make it bigger because we don't really know how big the islands are going to be, what the buildable space is going to look like, all that jazz. I think we go up 2. It is arc. I know, an arc and arc, right? Arc and arc. Let's take a look here. See how this looks. It's shipping. It's definitely shipping. Everything in the water? Oh yeah. Your soul crying and all the materials being wasted. I'm in GCM! What do you mean? None of it's real. This is just GCM. It's GCM, man. What do you mean? It's GCM. Now here's the other thing. I was thinking about having things for like, or maybe not every one. Maybe every other one. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that's not... Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. It's shipping. It's shipping. It is definitely... It's definitely shipping. It is looking shippish. Shippity whippish. It is shipping. Yeah, cannon holes. Yeah! 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 Ahoy, me mateys! It's shipping. Moment. I'm probably asking for it to get destroyed, so I might need to figure out a way to defend my base from that octopus. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. My guess is it's going to be able to damage stone. We don't know. We don't quite know. I hate absolutely seeing that message at the top of my screen. But is this big enough? I don't know. Do we think that we need to make it bigger? Hey, Cozy J, how's it going? It is shipping. It is definitely shipping. All right, let's we can always extend it more that way. But let's just do the back side here. I need actually this. Oh god. Let's do this. Did that go the wrong way? What way is that facing? Correct? It's shipping. Shipping's $10.99. Buy one get one, half off. Who's it shipping with though? It's shipping with the rum company, the mystical rum company. Saito, I still got a bone to pick with you. You stole my rum. I'm very upset about that. Very upset about my rum being gone. You stole my rum. My rum. Ooh, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, but there is a solution to this. There is absolutely a solution to this problem. And that solution comes from building down rather than up. So we have to do this good old arc building. Makes so much sense that you can build off of those, but you can't build off of those. Hey, Meg! How are how you been? How you been? What you doing? Yes. This is Mystic brainstorms how to build a ship in real time. This is exactly what this is. Okay. Then now we do this. This will be our community center, similar to how the pumpkin was on Val. Ocean platform. Ooh, nah. Tech. Like, you have to think how much health, like, a platform has. Like, it's over. I think it's over 100,000. That would be quite difficult. Well, for PvE, it seems totally legit. For PvP, that would just be bleh, bleh. And unfortunately, we do have to consider PvP because they are also players just like us. Just like us PvEers. I got called a PvE Bob for my mutation guide on TikTok yesterday. Or I think it might have been yesterday. And I was like, so let me guess, in PvP, you do not use mutated dinos. No response. Bro, you're telling me in PvP you do not use mutated dinos? But I'm a PvE Bob? And PvE Bobs are what keep you living in PvP. Staircase looks like a tongue. That is right. It was a tongue. It was. Okay. I think this is definitely shipping. This is definitely looking like a little bit like a shippy. A shippy bo bippy. Fee fi fo fippy. Anna banana bonana fee fi fo fana. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Alright. Let's see. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Aida. Oh, Karan, good morning. How are you? Welcome to Mystic's shipbuilding with Mystic. You quit back in ASC? Yeah. Yeah. Let me get rid of this. This is in my way. Why is there... Okay. I'm not gonna ask questions. I am not going to ask questions about water being there. Waits you 3 days to raise a wabbit in PvP to be able to mutate dinos. Damn! Taito shots fired. Okay. Let me look at my pirate ship picture here. I need to look at pictures of pirate ships to have a clue of what to do. Huh. Okay. It's not a bad picture. Okay. I can work with this. Players keep the game alive. They spend way more money than than PvP. They spend more. Yeah. PvE spends more money than PvP. Yeah, because we're all buying them skins and stuff. That's it. We like things to look cute. Ha 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 ha. It's Admiral Mystic. Nah. I am a swashbuckler. La. This is the closest I can get to a pirate outfit until we get Bob's True Tales. Yeah, but that's the thing though, because I've been playing Gen 1, I have like a decent idea compared to some others. I think this is a good size, right? We can always add. I mean, is it too short? It might be too short. We might need to make it longer. But I think I want to build like the frame first, and then we can always go back and add details. We can always go back and add details to it. Oh, yes, I am Commodore Mystic. The thing is I just need them to fix the fact that hats, like, get rid of hair. Like, if you guys don't know, one of the reasons that I never wear hats is because of what they do with hair. So, for example, let me come into skins. I think it's the captains. Yeah, this one. This is the one that you get by killing the alpha leads, I believe. And unfortunately, yeah, they haven't fixed hats, or at least they haven't fixed this one. Have they fixed other ones? I don't think that they have. This is what happens. I'm bald. And I'm so sorry, but that is just not it. Hey, Nunya. This is not it, man! Why? It's so... No! I don't want to be bald. Dude, I didn't shave my hair for this, man. On Bug a few years ago that made females bald on ASA. I mean, what do you call this? I'm bald! It's still a thing. How are you, Paper? So if I go to any of these, like, let's do the steampunk one. Like, look at this. I don't have hair. Like, bro, give me hair. What is this? I'm not a police officer. So I do hope one very small little cosmetic thing that they could do would be to fix this, because, like, it sucks because, like, I want to wear the hats and things, but I can't because the game chops all my hair off. It sucks. I want to wear a pirate hat, man. I don't want to be bald. I refuse. I refuse to be bald. I don't wanna. Yeah. It should, right? It really should, but unfortunately it's been a thing, I think, since ASE. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how this is gonna look here. Cause, like, most pirate ships, let me save this image and let me open it in a new screen so I can have it next to, like, OBS or something. There's that. Let me open this. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Now I've got this on both. Okay, I got both of these on my screen. Yeah. Okay, I can see my pirate ship. My reference image. It's quite tall in the back. It is quite tall. It is quite tall. The only thing I don't like here, though... I know how to fix this. I like my reference image, and I like the size of it. So we are gonna add some details here. Oh, I didn't need to go that far to it. Let's do that, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do, like... like this. I already have portholes! Over there. I'm not doing portholes, yeah? Let's see how this looks. Because I really do like this idea. You guys will see what I'm thinking of here in a second. Frontier. Aha! Windows! To the windows! To the walls! Hey, all my pirates! Yar! Obviously, we don't know what kind of skins we're gonna get with Bob's True Tales, but for now, this kind of works, right? That is a good idea. Y'all should hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream. I appreciate it immensely, and obviously go check out Go check out my video that I posted yesterday where you get to play Who's That Dinosaur with myself and somebody who's never played Ark before. Very, very, very fun. This probably will look better. Yeah, it's, I guess, a little bit better. Be like a bump out with windows instead of flat. I do agree. Okay, I think the question is though, based on this image. Okay, so let me just do this. Let me just fill this in real quick, because it makes it hard to kind of visualize stuff when there's just a giant gaping hole in the middle. Don't worry, I will add portholes to the other side. Don't worry. Hey, Omega. Add classic cannons or tech, but seeing the ship is wood, we know that answer already. Huh? Well, of course it's a pirate ship. Why wouldn't it be made out of wood? Very confused what kind of pirate ships you've seen. I'm not making an ark! Absolutely not! This is a pirate ship! This is not an ark. An ark is not a pirate ship. We're making a pirate ship. Pretty sure the ark didn't have windows. At least none that I've ever seen. Any renditions. Oh, you enjoyed it? Yeah, you thought it was an RG2? Yeah, I was on the fence. I don't know. No spoilers, though. You gotta go watch it. It's quite fun. Okay, so... Dun, 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 dun. Okie doke. Okie dokie. Because here's the thing. The reference image that I'm using, I really like. I think it's pretty good. But this is where it gets interesting. They have... this. Actually, not even that many. And then something like that. Okay. I gotta figure out what height I'm working with here, because that makes a huge difference. Don't wear a hat, it will mess up your lovely do. Yeah, it'll make me bald. It'll make me bald. This is a funny bit. I was screaming Hesperornis for what? Oh, I didn't even think of Hesperornis. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Didn't even think about that. This image is giving me problems here. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. Because, like, obviously we're gonna have railings, right? We just kind of have a little visual here. Okay, and then... And then I can always play with this as well and kind of bring it down here after I kind of like just get a visual. We can definitely play around with this quite a bit, which could be really, really fun. But just for right now, I just need kind of like a visual here of how the outside is going to look. And this will help. Assist me. I don't know. Should these be facing the other way? Like, do you think that it... Oh, God. I hate that. Is this the poop deck? I mean, look. You can poop wherever you want on a pirate ship, right? We need rope furniture. Maybe we'll get something like that. Maybe. Yeah, but I'm not trying to use a mod. I'm trying to use vanilla Ark stuff. Because if you can't do it with vanilla Ark stuff, because people artificial would have maybe built something like this, right? You gotta use vanilla. Vanilla. V-A-N-I-L-L-A. Okay. It's just so hard because this is really the only good wood building vanilla skin that we have without using like custom cosmetics and stuff like that. So, okay, so this is going to be like the captain's quarters, and then up here is, I guess, right. This is where the wheel is, right? The wheel, the wheelie thing. I don't know how I'm gonna build that though. I just realized. How am I gonna do that? That's a bit hard to do, right? The helm. Yes, that word. I am very unaware of shippy phrases. I'm gonna take a look at this here. Hey, Iron Mask, good morning. Okay, it's just looking shippy. I might need to make it a little bit longer though. It is looking shippy. Right? It's looking shippy. Oh, that's actually, I like that idea. I don't have CS downloaded though. I don't have CS on my single player world. Oh, but I like that. Wait, or maybe what am I saying? CS. I don't think I have Dino. Do I? Oh, I do have Dino Depot. Shit. Wait. Okay. I see what I'm picking up what you're putting down here. I think this is like the middle. Yeah, look, there's... there we go. That's how we drive our ship. Are there versions of this? I know in ASE there was. Are there any visual settings for this? Like, can I change the way that it looks? I don't think so. In ASE, you could change the way that it looked. Activated ship. I love that. That's great. If it works, it works. Yeah. The downside is though, for vanilla like official doesn't have the Dino Depot terminal, but it works for us. Wait. You can when you place it? Wait, before you place it, you can't? Wait. Wait a second. I'm unaware of this. Is that a TV? Oh my god, it's a computer! Wait. Oh yeah. I don't know what this is, but yeah, okay. But there's only this many. There's only 4. This is the only good one. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the first one. What is this? Repurposed tech. I don't know about that one. I think this one it fits pretty well. There we go. Okay. So, Okay, I do agree with Danny that this needs to come out a little bit. Just not sure how to do this. Not sure. A curled up tech defender? I think it's gonna be like this. It's gotta be like this. Defense you to the scrap? There's not even a small one for these, which really sucks. They might give them as Decker in the DLC. I think that's definitely a possibility. See, the problem is there's not a good way to do this. I'm not worrying about backsiding the walls right now, Omega. That would literally take me ages because I've already placed them all. I'm looking at this pirate ship and I'm going, well, it survived the next birthday event. What do you mean? Triangle floors to bring them out. Yeah, but the problem is it brings it out a bit too far. Because then I have to still deal with the walls. These are technically off of triangles. A glass bottom boat. Unfortunately, the only way to do that, and it wouldn't make any sense because it's going to be on land. It'd just be staring at the ground. Mystic Dermis is a figurehead on the prow of the ship. I could. Yeah, I believe that, I think that was Al that had like a ship on a raft. He had a really cool little raft build. Okay, hold on. I'm cooking. I'm destroying way more than I wanted to. Just because I got a little bit trigger happy there. Okay, I have an idea. Okay. Ahaha. Okay. Let me cook a little bit. She doesn't want a fantasy ship? I mean, yeah, I'm building a pirate ship. But is that fantasy or is that reality? I don't know. Yeah, I do like the pew pew admin gun. Pew pew admin gun fun. Is very fun. See, the thing is I actually don't like these on the outside of the ship. I think it does kind of look more like wooden planks to have it like that on the outside. So I actually quite prefer that. The downside is, though, with this down here, the inside of it looks terrible. Like, it looks like roof tiles, right? We don't have a different option for that skin. Like, it's great as a roof, but when you're trying to build a pirate ship, it doesn't quite work. Okay. So, from here... Aw, have a great day, Nunya. Catch you laters. But yeah. I still really like this concept. I'm feeling this. is, though, is this part here. Because it's just the way that it is. It's just... Oh, that was not what I thought. I thought it was working for some reason. I was like, how does that work? It does not, in fact, work. It does not, in fact, work. They need to give us a mini triangle to go there for those. That's what we need. 'Cause I don't want to break it out two. I only want it to come out one. I only want it to come out one. And the only way to do that would be to... Just gonna take that whole line away. This is where building with skins can be very difficult because you have to think about what the skin might look like as well. So... Oh my god. Absolutely not! It'll be like an otter. An otter going, wee! Trying to think how I want to try and do this. Because I'm trying to think about how it's gonna look with the skin. And the biggest problem is the skin and making things like match and line up. That is the biggest problem. Without having it be bigger. Because the thing is I could make this go down, but then I'd have to half wall this at some point. Because it just wouldn't work otherwise. Unless... Unless I build down again. I do the whole building down thing. That's really the only way to make it work here. I build it down. That would work. I could do it that way. You could do that. It's a bit annoying, right? Because unfortunately, no matter what you do, you can't make this smaller. So no matter what you do, you can't, like, it's gotta be two quarters long, right? So there's not much that you can do here. It's either gonna have to come out more there, or it's gonna have to come down here. And I think this is the lesser of two evils there. But I like having this be like a lip here, though. It adds depth to it rather than just making it flat. So I do prefer that, I think. I do think I prefer that. This tree is very much in my way. Need it to go away. Not a tree ship. I know. To be fair, look, Wildcard did a huge thing by adding those in. And the fact that, like, so I was building on Astrios after I put the platform. And Savala popped into chat, and I was a bit pushy, maybe. And I'm so sorry, Savala, if you ever watch this. I didn't mean to be, but I told her, oh, it would be so great if we had these longer triangles for the ramps in ASA. And then they added them. So, so very specifically, if you guys are wondering, and then like the little mini ones as well. Let me see. So this is the regular ramp, right? And then this right here did not have triangles before. But I asked Savala for it. They did it. So this, look, they may have already been planning that but I may also be slightly responsible for this, which is really, really cool. But that's like, they added that not long after that stream. I forget exactly when. But yeah, that didn't exist in Ark before. So you could only do the big triangle ones. You can do the smaller rampy ones. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I like that they're still willing to add building pieces into Ark, because builders are really, really a huge thing. And it would be so great if we got just a couple more little tweaky things, just a little more tweaky things for us builders. That people who like to build a little bit. See, now I hate that this is like whole thing out here though. I mean, do I even need to do I could just do this. I don't even need that. That's not gonna overwrite it, is it? Okay, hold on. Why would I add a pego? I'm not a fan of pegos. Absolutely not. And then for some reason, oh, you know what? I know why that works. Maybe? I actually don't have a clue how that works. How is that? The mysteries of Ark, man. The mysteries of Ark. I don't know how that's staying up. Don't ask me. I couldn't even begin to tell you if I wanted to. I don't know how that's standing. I don't know, man. All right, so the center of this is gonna be here, but I want it to be like this. That's how I want that to be. Yeah, I'm not a fan of pirates. Hey, Keelan, how's it going? Ark magic. It is Ark magic. When in doubt, believe in Ark. I mean, I remember building back on Aberration and having a moment where I picked something up and everything stayed. And it was really weird. And I still don't know how that happened. I don't know how you get the floating stuff. It's very weird that stuff can float. I don't know if it works on official, but stuff can randomly just float all on its own. I don't know. And then this here. We just go. That's this. Oh, I see. How did I do this? I did some weird, you know what I did? I did something weird. Like, hold on, we gotta recreate this somehow. Because it is very weird. Are you gonna be a pirate's first mate? Alright, Taicho, go take yourself some pegos. I expect a base full of pegos. Because you stole my rum. Okay, there. And then this. Right? Yep, that. And then I did this. And then I did... I don't know how that works. I couldn't even begin to tell you. My arc mind is not arcing well enough today to comprehend how that actually works. But it works! I shall not judge it. It works. That is the most important thing. Okay, and then from here, we want to do this. And then just so you guys can kind of see what I'm working with here in terms of ideas. to flip those around later. It's a little bit hard to see. A little bit dark. Okay. There we go. That is a lot better for seeing. Okay. Yes. Me likey. Me likey. Yar! Be a lot of effort, though. What do you mean? You just go steal Pecco babies. You just steal them babies. Okay. Here's the thing, though. I'm liking it. It's pirating. It is pirating. It is pirating me hearties. Yo ho, yo ho. Pirate's life for me. I'm so excited to see what skins they give us. I am very excited for these skins. Drink up me hearties, yo ho. Yo ho, yo ho. I am using the Frontier skin. It's the only good wooden skin in Vanilla Arc. I don't really like using custom cosmetics that much because in the past they have broken my game. And so I'm a bit anti-custom cosmetic, unfortunately. I have trauma. My game, I've heard that it's supposedly a lot better now. And also, does this... There we go. Yeah. Okay. I've heard that they're better now, but I don't know. Also, this matters here and how this is gonna look. Shoot. This is still broken! Wild card! This is still broken? It's been like a year! It's been at least like 8 months. What? Kidding game backpack packs? Bro, this is still broken! It's still like this after a year! Dude. It's been like this for a while. I think it's this skin. I think the steampunk one does it as well, but I don't think the extinction one does. Hold on. Let me take a look. They still haven't fixed this though. Dude. I'm actually surprised. I thought this had been fixed. It's such a simple little thing. Let's take a look. That one. And then we'll put this one. Okay, this one's fine. It's the steampunk one that's fine. It's the extinction one that's broken as well. Steampunk's fine. Steampunk has no problems. But these ones are busted. So Arc Monster, what I encountered was the fact that my game would become very laggy. So if you play in single player, it's not an issue because you're choosing what you download and you're downloading that onto your game. If you are playing on a multiplayer server, the way that the game works is unless you turn it off, the game forces you to download everyone else's custom cosmetics. So somebody could have 100 custom cosmetics, and because you have played on the server with them and like been in like I don't know if it's just being on the server or if you have to actually render their base, your game will force you to download all of those custom cosmetics. And so your system will become overloaded with other people's custom cosmetics that you yourself are not even using. That is the issue. It just works. What do you mean this works? Does it? This does not work. I didn't break it. It's been like this for like 8 months, man. No, it's literally been like this for 8 months. The only way to fix it is to change the way that the ceilings are placed. So what you can do to fix this when you're encountering this particular issue is you would have to completely pick up your ceilings, like all of your ceilings, and you have to change how you place them. So when you're placing them, it isn't always facing the same direction, if this makes sense. Let me kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So let me grab that. So when you're placing this down, you have a couple different ways that it's placing. It's either facing this way, or you can go off of this one. See how this line in the middle is going this way? It's different than when you're facing it this way and the line is going straight, right? See how the placement is different with this line? It will affect the way that the skin places as well. And that's how you fix it. But if you try to place it on this and then flip the skin, that's when it bugs. It's literally facing the same direction, but the skin bugs out. So, yeah, they haven't fixed this after a year, unfortunately. It's been like this for a hot minute. Because I remember figuring this out. I don't remember which map or which playthrough it was on, but it's been over 8 months since this has been a thing, I think. But yeah, so this is a problem. So yeah, if you're ever encountering this particular bug with the Extinction building skin or with the vanilla, or sorry, with the Frontier building skin, you just need to pick up your structure and change the way that it's facing. So all of these ones that are facing this way rather than this way, I have to pick up and fix. Which is quite annoying. I'm not sure how this is going to affect the server here either. It might have been Rag. Yeah, so it's been a year because I think it might have been Rag. I think you're right about that. Because I definitely was trying to use some skins and I was like, what is this? This is so weird. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's gotta go out more. Hey, what a fucking did? How's it going? Happy almost Friday. Happy almost TGIF. And the annoying thing is if you don't pay attention to this and put the skins on early, you won't notice it until you're done. And then you go to skin stuff and like, you're just like, ugh. Busted. Yeah, so I completely turned off custom cosmetics because of that issue with having to download everybody else's skins and the lag it was causing my game was just terrible. I've heard it's better now, but I don't trust it. I don't want to have to delete my freaking mod folder every time I play Ark. Breeding over 40 dinos? I mean, that's just your whatever you're playing on RMS, whether it's console or PC. It's either your PC isn't strong enough to handle it or your console isn't. And again, it's not necessarily the skins. It's if you have your skins, it's fine. But when you have to download 100 other skins and those 100 other skins are going into your game file, right? That's when your game starts to be funky. That's why I just turned it off and I haven't touched it since. This is why I use vanilla stuff to break my game. Alright, our Astria Space will drive many is so crazy with how janky it is. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Now the only oh no. These planks are going this way because I don't think that I can change this, right? Can I? Can I change this one? Yeah, there's no sideways one for this. The only way to make these go there's no way. I don't think there's a way to make these go side to side like that. Like to go long ways. Yeah, so we have to go like this, unfortunately. I would have preferred long ways, but I also like it when it all matches up. I mean, the only thing you could do would be to have them all go like that and like have that whole section just a little bit different. I mean, which may not make a difference if I build something on top of it, but otherwise. Rabbit holes got worse? What do you mean? You're still crashing when you open a loot drop? It depends on the server. It just depends on the server. Monster. It just depends on the server. Arco all over the place. My friend went mad and spent hours fixing them on single player. I feel that. I feel that. I was having issues with the dinos actually spawning in. It seems that they are slowly coming back now, ever so slowly. Yeah, you just gotta sit in the area and render them. That's unfortunately how it is. You just gotta sit there and let the game, I guess, catch back up. I don't know how to describe it. Alright. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing here with this yet. I mean, look at the side profile of our ship. I mean, I think that's a pretty good, like, at least, like, from like, here back. I think this is a pretty good side profile so far, right? I quite like it. I think that's a pretty good side profile of a ship so far. Oh, nice! Hey, you know what? Again, everybody's got to start somewhere. I think this is a pretty good side profile so far. Okay. Question is, how do I want to do this? The downside is this area up here is just absolutely massive. And I'm not sure what I want to do. Hold on, let me look up some other realistic pirate ship images. Let me see. Oh, multiple levels. Okay. I'm picking up what the game is putting down, or what Google Images are putting down. Okay, that's an idea. That's an interesting one. I think actually, I'm gonna take away this. I'm gonna take away this, so that way it's all even. Okay, I'm cooking right now. Cooking up ideas. I wish I could make that taller though. I mean, I could make the whole back taller. Actually, hold up. I want that to be taller. I do like the idea of that being taller. Yup. Me and my lovely experience with loot drops. I don't like how solid the back is looking, though. A bit wally. But I mean, that's kind of what the back of a pirate ship looks like. That is kind of what it looks like, unfortunately. I can always go back and add stuff later. Yes, I like that more. I do like that more. This is like the side profile of a pirate ship. This is called GCM. So when you're in single player, you can hit the dash squiggly line top left of your keyboard, and you just type GCM in, and that basically puts you into creative mode, which allows you to so all of these, like, you can basically craft anything that you want in the game. I use this for like building things like this. This is called GCM. Not necessarily. I mean, the problem is... Unless I change how this works. I'd have to change all of this. Hold on, let me think here for a second. If I do small triangle, that could. Okay. Remember this build, chat. In case we mess it up. Okay, hold on. Trying to cook a little bit here. God, I don't know what it just did. I don't like it. No. I don't know about this. Do the middle section, leave the sides? I don't know what you mean. It just doesn't work with how many wide I have. It doesn't work with that, unfortunately. 'Cause I don't want it to be boxy. I don't want it to be boxy. And if I left it like that, it would be square, square, triangle. Which I don't really like that much. I like having the more tapered sides to it. It softens it a bit. That doesn't work either. We don't have little triangles. 'Cause now the problem is, if I try and do... this. Not really anything that can go here. This part here is a bit of a problem. I could do... This is this problem here. There's not a good solution for connecting those. There's really not. It doesn't fit there. That's the problem. That's the problem. Because I don't want to lose this 2 wide, 3 high situation. Because I really, 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 really like this. I hate it because I don't want it to be boxy, but the only way it works is for it to be boxy. I hate that. I hate that the only way to make this work is for it to be a box. It's quite annoying. It's quite frustrating. I guess what I could do here... Mystic's cooking, but I don't know if what I'm cooking is edible. I don't know if what I'm cooking is edible! I don't know if it's edible, chat! We're gonna find out together. Maybe slightly crispy and burnt. Might be a little bit crispy. Uber duper duper crispy. I don't want to though. I don't want it to make it. I don't want to make this an entryway. I want it to look realistic-ish. Now. Chick's cooking. She be cooking. But. I like that. Because it's gonna look weirdly flat at the bottom here, right? So I think... You ate concrete as a kid? Yo, doctor, what's up? Why would you eat concrete? Hey, Lay, how's it going? Use less steep ramps with smaller side triangles. The problem with that is the triangles don't quite work because there's not one that fills in the blank between, like the quarters, the quarter one. So if you use the smaller ramps, those are the size of a quarter, right? There's no triangle that goes into that quarter. You have to use a full-size triangle. That's the issue that we ran into earlier with the first version of this. Taito, have you also eaten concrete, sir? I have questions. I am concerned. I'm concerned about the fact that many members of my chat have apparently eaten concrete. Guys, concrete not edible. Not edible! Don't eat it. Don't eat concrete. It's like, if we do... Because here's the issue with this, right? The small ones, the problem is there is no triangle that goes into that. And there's also no triangle that goes, like, into these corners. There's no one of these big ones, but the small version of it. Looks like sugar. I'm sorry, what? Taicho, what? No, it doesn't even, what is gray and what is white? What kind of sugar were you eating as a child? What? No. No. Absolutely not. Because the other solution, the only thing that really would work would be to go like this. And that's just weird, right? That's just This is the problem with using the small ones on the triangle pieces. Sugar. No comment, no comment, no comment at all. I mean, the other option that I have is to make it go down instead of up. You can play, it's a little bit easier to get away with that because you're not really going to see so much of the stuff underneath. Also wondering if I should raise this up more. I'm thinking maybe we raise this. Because then I have more wiggle room. Right? If we break this up. Oh my goodness. Why are you all eating rocks? This is so dangerous. Do not eat rocks, chat. Terrible, terrible, terrible idea. No, 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 no. Okay, let's use this here. And then we're gonna do this. Bring it up. To bring it up a little bit. Yeah, I think we want to bring it up because it's a bit low, right? We definitely want to bring it up some. Then let's do this. We'll just do all of those there. I think we want to bring this up. The fact that YouTube held your comment. YouTube is probably like, what is going on in this chat right now? Mucho concern for people's well-being. By the way, guys, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here if you're enjoying us talking about eating concrete and rocks. Don't do it. It's not good for your health. Ika? Ika? What do you mean? What's that? How are you, freaky chick? Also, we're gonna be organizing teams, or I should say crews, for Pirate Wars at the end of the stream. So for my community members, if you guys are planning on participating in Pirate Wars, make sure that you drop your tribe name and how many people into the Genesis Tribes chat in Discord, so that way I can assign you to a team. We're getting closer, so I'm trying to organize things. Things obviously may change. If they get rid of a biome, things will have to change. But as of right now, I have my plans. Do it like that, I think. Was it? Yeah, something like that. Okay. And then I did this. And then we did this. You crave non-human foods. That's the thing. Okay, wait. I have seen something similar to that on, like, what's the show called? It's called My Strange Addiction. My Strange Addiction has something like that, right? Like where that's the thing. Okay. Okay, this is not terrible. It is sticking out a little bit far from my personal preference, which is why we got to figure out how on earth to do the inside. Is this event going to be participation based or something? It's going to be team based. So basically there's going to be 4 teams for the bog biome, the lunar biome, the Arctic, and the volcano biome. Granting that they don't get rid of those. And you are not required to live in that biome or anything like that, but that is going to be kind of like your team. And for team events, even if you can't participate, you will get rewarded because your team participated. So if your team gets first place, everybody in the team will receive rewards for first place. If your team gets second place, third place, fourth place, so on and so forth. So I'm doing it this way so that way those of you that can't make the streaming events and stuff like that, you can still participate. Though I know sometimes we get a lot of new people in the community and they really struggle to make friends and meet people. And this is kind of a fun way that they can do that as well by participating with other groups, whether they're solos or actual like giant tribes or things like that. So it's not necessarily tribes, it's teams. And there are tribes on the teams, like Extinction Gang, the Pumpkins, the Sims are our 3 biggest tribes. And there's also a bunch of people that play solo or play in duos, and that's why I needed to know how many people were in your group and who they were so that I can assign you the roles for your crews. Yeah, so you're playing as a team for events and stuff. Had a hairball as big as a football. I did not need to know that. Not really. I mean, the alternative is not people just don't get to participate at all. And I will make the events fair as much as I can. So if there's like, 10 people from one group participating in an event, there will be some limitations on them. And a lot of the events are kind of just, like there's going to be points for everybody to participate in, but then there will also be like team points. So it is absolutely going to be fair, because if you guys have been around me long enough to know, I care a lot about things being balanced and things being fair. So have no worries. Yeah. Yeah, so I wanted to make it so that like new people to the community, because we always get new people that come in whenever there's a new map. New people can make friends and participate and not feel like, because sometimes I think the hardest part about joining a new community server is meeting people, because if everybody's already in an established group, it's hard to speak up and to engage with other people. And this will be a kind of a fun way for people to get to know other people. And maybe you tribe up later on, maybe you don't, but you've made friends along the way. So what's wrong with dinos being dropped on your head? They can only kill you once until you respawn and you try and go again. Yeah, so just have faith in me, Epos. If you've been around long enough, I really care a lot about balance and things being fair, and making sure that everybody has an opportunity to participate, which is why we do the events that are on stream, but then we also have the ones that are kind of like passive events, like the treasure hunts and the scavenger hunts and stuff like that. So there's active events on stream, but then there's also events off stream that anybody can do at any time to participate and get rewards and stuff like that. So I have plans. All right, look, your girl's been cooking, and there will of course be a race of doom and glory. But yeah, just trust the mystic. Playing the same game time. And they get killed again from the same dino. Yep. Pyromane races. I've done that. I have done that, and I may have dropped a few pyromanes on community members' heads during Ragnarok, and a lot of micro rafters. Lots of micro rafters. All right. Let's see. Go. Okay. Now the question is, how are we gonna pull this off? Is the real question here is how to successfully pull this off. The bottom here. Because the thing is, with this being at an angle, see, I really wish that there was a smaller triangle that could go here, right? I don't think there is there? No, there's not. I mean, this is the closest it gets is this one. Does this work? It goes... actually, hold up. Mystic might be cooking here. I might have come up with the solution. I'm not 100% certain what I'm doing here. No, that's not it. That's not it. That is definitely not it. It's a good idea for people to not feel like outsiders. Yes, exactly. That's kind of what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. There's a reason Taicho didn't play Docs, though. There is a reason. Okay, hold up. What if I do something like... I do something like this. And then... we do something like... This is so hard. This is so hard to try to figure it out. Could be directed the petulant schoolboy, not me. We be nice to people, guys. This is so frustrating, man. It's so freaking frustrating. I guess the only real thing that I could do here would be to... But even then, that goes down 2! I don't want it to go down 2! Aw, Skyra! Aw. See, I like this. I like where this is going. Also, it is very bright. Or not bright. Reset the time. Okay, make it a little bit easier to see. I agree, yes, yes. The constantly changing system for a mod that's been out for 2 years. See, there's just nothing that works here. This is the problem. There's nothing that is at the same height as a quarter ramp. There is nothing at a height of a quarter ramp. Besides other quarter ramps. And it just doesn't work. It's like I can do that, but then again, there's nothing to connect it with. Sush, it's a pirate base. It's gonna be our community center for the community server event for Pirate Wars. Similar to how I did the pumpkin for Valgero, we are building a ship for Pirate Wars because it's pirate themed. It beached itself. Yes, exactly. There is actually a pretty cool mod. I think I should have it still downloaded. Num, 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 num. That has some interesting things in it. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it. Not those ones. What's it called? Ship, broken, boat, half? What's it called? I can't remember the name of the building piece for it. Oh, this. By the way, this mod, terrible. Don't use this mod. That mod uber broken. Half pirate. No. I don't know what it's called. I couldn't even begin to tell you, but I downloaded a couple mods playing with them for like structures and stuff like this. Not really like a lot of good pirate themed mods that are free. There were 2 that I downloaded. One of them is like a beta ship. The ship is terrible. It spawns on top of you and you can't swim while placing it. So you have to stand. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at it because it might give us some ideas. But the problem with it is it does this thing where it'll only spawn on top of you. And you have to be, like, standing for it to work. It's really frustrating. Let me come over here. This should work. So even though you would think that this water would be deep enough, right? It spawns... I'm in the mesh. I'm in the mesh. It pushed me in the mesh. And you can't move it. It won't move. You can drive the boat, but it doesn't move. Because it's technically, like, in the mesh. I don't even think I can't even access it because it's in the mesh. But yeah. It's a cool concept, but really needs work. And they need to offset the spawn because they put it spawning right on top of you. I don't think that, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But, like, the fact that the mod itself is buggy, that's why I was like, that's not great. Yes, it had an update yesterday and broke official servers. It broke official servers, unfortunately. So we're still waiting on official servers to get fixed. How are you, Eternal? Okay, so how am I gonna fix this, though? Because I really like this idea. I really like it being at an angle. I just don't know how to fix it. I just don't know what to do. The only thing that I could do to make this work, because as much as I like the half walls, they just simply don't work. The only thing I can do is this, which is quite large, and why I didn't want to do that. Because, like, look how much, like, deeper that goes, right? It's so much bigger. It just doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me happy. I don't like it. Wait, what did I just... Wait, I do still have an irrational hatred for rock golems because of mystic events, though? What do you mean? What's wrong with the rock golems? What do the rock golems do? What do you mean? I hate how deep it is. I don't like it. I don't really have a choice. I don't have, like, a choice with this. I'm trying to kill a rock golem? Was it with the no, I didn't spawn on with the Ovis. I don't want to live in any other biome. Too bad. Survey didn't have a none option. I guess I can't take part. Well, dang. Unfortunately, I can only do 4 options in surveys. YouTube, I think Discord allows me to do more than 4. But on YouTube itself, I'm stuck with 4. So there's 5 biomes. So besides the ocean, besides that one, I wanted to know what people wanted to do. It's so frustrating. I hate that I can't make it go up and make it a half. It's so limiting. This one has a 20 option limit? Holy moly. Oi, oi, oi. Because, like, if I do it like this, right? It's not terrible. But, like, it's not great. I don't love it. Like this, probably. I think I'd have to do. Tuso fave. I would so love for them to do an X Tuso for Genesis. I would love for them to give us an X Tuso, like, out of nowhere. I think the X Tuso would be so cool. It annoys me greatly. As a builder, Mystic is very annoyed. She's very, 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 very annoyed right now. Yeah. ahead and remove this. So silly. What about an XX fish? Absolutely not. That's a mouthful and a half. An XX fishy. But why are we making a pirate ship? So I am doing a community event, which is what I do for all the new maps that get released. For Ragnarok, it was called War of the Ovis. For Extinction, or no, not Extinction. For War of the Ovis. Valgero was Halloween. I don't know did we have a name for Lost Colony? Oh, this is on Ragnarok. This is on Ragnarok. We're just building on Ragnarok, and then we're gonna save it with the template hammer. And then yeah, so Valgero was Halloween, and so it was all spooky themed. War of the Ovis was Ovis themed. And I've just announced you can go to the post section on YouTube and see my post about Pirate Wars. Pirate Wars is going to be the name of our community event for Genesis, and we're going to be doing some team stuff in a little bit with choosing our pirate crews. But I always do a community center where people can gather, you know, people can drop stuff, like free stuff off for other people to pick up, especially people that join the server later and stuff like that. And so this is going to be our community center for that. On Valgero, it was a giant pumpkin, and we called it Halloween Town. It was quite fun. So yeah, I don't think the Lost Colony had a name. I think when it's a new map, it's quite hard to come up with a theme without like really knowing what to expect, right? I guess what I could just do here would be just that and just go into the building like that. I think that works. That's the easiest solution. That is the easiest one. This is gonna be, I'll save it with the template hammer, and I always post them in Discord as well if somebody wants to use it and copy it. Like I think my pumpkin's in there, and I think something else is in there. But yeah, this will eventually go into Discord as well. I have a channel for Mystic builds. Yeah, Pirate Wars. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not too bad. It's not terrible. I don't hate it. It's okay. It's okay. Like Crash wasn't. Look, for console it was. Everybody for PC, people with good PCs, it wasn't too bad. Hey, you do you, man. You do you. Okay, and then okay. Oh, I think we need one more there. It's a bit weird, but that's how it works. Okay, and then these. Yeah, so we do community events and stuff like that. So this will be our community center, kind of like a place where people can meet up, people can you know, do trades and things. I've got like a whole idea and system set up for that as well. We do use a currency mod usually, and I'm undecided. It's going to depend on what I can do with the hexagons. Would be super cool if we could just use hexagons to buy and sell stuff. But I don't think that is going to quite work. Aha! Okay. That's not too bad. It's not terrible. I don't love it. But I do like the fact that the back is a little bit more boxy and rather than angled, because I don't want it to just be straight up angles. I want it to be a mix. You guys did try to rob the bank on Val. I did have a bank, and my community members did try to rob it. Unsuccessfully. Unsuccessfully, they tried to rob it. All right, I'm okay with this. This'll do. This'll do for now. All right. You glitched in. You used a racer and glitched in, and then you didn't get out. You didn't get out, though. You didn't. You didn't. I didn't realize that those boxes were unlocked, though. Good old PvE. What do you mean that episode? There were multiple attempts to break into the bank. And be thieving. You know what? I think Pirate Wars is right up my community's alley because they like to go steal from the bank. Go steal from the Pirate Queen, Miss Mystic. Well, yeah, it would have upset the whole economy if you made it out with like 1,000 billion gold. All right, it would have broken the whole economy. All right. Okay. I definitely think we're going to maybe need to make it at least one more foundation long. Right? I think we're going to need to make it at least one more long. But this is pretty cool so far. I'm liking it. No. At the end of the season, they all try to break in again. I did. Yes. What was I supposed to do? It's PvE. All I can do is spawn dinos. All I could do is spawn dinos. I couldn't shoot you without using the admin gun. I wasn't going to do that. That's cheating. They did. They pulled up with racers. They pulled up with a whole bunch of different dinos. They tried to glitch people in. It was funny. It was pretty funny. All right. I'm liking it. I'm feeling it. It's cooking. It's definitely cooking. Round windows would be such a cool thing for them to give us with the DLC. Yeah, the laughing face definitely doesn't give you away. All right, now we gotta figure out. I need to pull up my pictures again because I need inspiration here. Let me re-grab my picture so I can have an idea. Very good picture. I need to find a better pirate ship picture, man. Oh, I need a pirate ship picture. Okay, this one's not too bad, but it doesn't have the boom boom holes. Doesn't have the boom boom holes. I definitely think we need a plank. We definitely need a plank to walk. We absolutely must have a plank to walk. Ooh. That's not too bad. Oh, that's actually the same ship that I was just looking at. I need inspiration ideas because I don't know anything about pirate ships. I don't know. Okay, YOLO. I'm YOLOing the bejesus out of this. It needs that boom boom pow. We'll just, you know, put a plank. Where are we gonna put this? Hold on. So we have two options for our plank. See, the thing is, this looks a bit. It looks a bit too wide. It looks a bit too wide for a plank, right? Looks a bit too wide. Walk this plank. I mean, I guess it could work, right? Do we like that plank, or do we like the idea of this plank better? Is it gonna be weird? Oh, it might have to. I have to do something like this. It's weird. Or do we like this plank better? Which one is the better plank? Which plank do we like better? which plank are we walking here? Which plank are we walking? I don't think there are catwalks anymore, are there? I think they got rid of that, Epos. Oh god, I almost exited main menu. Didn't they get rid of catwalks? Yeah, catwalks don't exist anymore in Ark. That was an ASE thing. Nah. Which one do we like? The one on the right or the one on the left? Which plank do we prefer? Unfortunately, they got rid of catwalks from ASE. Yup. They got rid of quite a few of the building things, and then they changed it with different stuff. Bring them back. Hey, how's it going, Kara? Which one do we like? Do we like the right one or the left one? Or walking the plank? Which one's... I mean, this one's weird because we're standing in the middle. This one feels very planky. Which plank we walk in here? I mean, I guess I could try to put railings on it. I don't know how these would... might work. Oh my god. Yep, we're walking the plank, y'all. What about the thicker pillar? The thing is it's gonna also go down. It goes down to like probably the second screw hole, so it looks quite thick. Retractable plank would be very cool if they added that. I hope they add planks to the... Could you imagine if one of the things is a plank for the pirate ships? If you could actually make people walk the plank. Ark, please, if you haven't, give it to us. You know you want to give it to us. You prefer the wide one just because it's actually a plank, but the point is to fall off of it either way. The point is to get pushed off of it. That's the point. I like it. I do think I like the one with the railings a little bit more. Ooh, not that. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. All right. Let me go ahead and match up this side with that side, and then we'll see what we got going on here. That one, that one. Let's see. I gotta turn these into windows as well. Match these up. That one, then this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, that one. I've seen those competitions where you have to run down like a greased pole to try and grab a flag, right? It'd be funny if you could do that. It's def not scary. I mean, it's not nearly as intimidating as a real plank would be, but this is as wide as we can really make it. Fortunately. Making actually pretty good progress on this. I thought this would take me a lot longer. I mean, we still have a lot of details to add to it and a lot of decisions to make for it, but so far, it's pretty cool. I quite like it. It's pretty cool. We'll have to add stairs and stuff there. And a whole thing here. I think I might actually... It looks great. Well, thank you. Episode 10 of the Halloween playlist. Meg actually knows what it is. Thanks, Meg. Are you going to be joining us for Pirate Wars, Meg? You going to join in? Are you joining? Right now, I'm just going to use the squares just to kind of fill this in, and we can always figure stuff out later. We'll end up doing a lot of like the customization and stuff like that probably the next time, but for right now I'm just trying to get I guess the shape of it figured out, and then we can do the decorating and tiles and all that jazz. All right, so do this here, that there. You just signed up. Let's go. So I don't know how many events. No. Okay. So were you here, Meg, when I was kind of explaining what the event is going to be like? Oh, well, you were. Yeah. So again, keep in mind, if you can't attend the events, you can still participate because you're going to be on a team. So no matter what you're going to do, like, there will be events that you can participate in that will help your team. Regardless of whether you're on, like, you're physically at, like, the actual, like, stream events, or if you're just, like, participating kind of casually. So don't feel bad at all. And you don't have to play in a tribe. You can play solo. You don't even, if you want to play Genesis with us, but you don't want to participate in the community event, that's also totally fine. The event is just there for people who want to participate in it. If you want to participate in the event, you can. If you don't want to participate, there's zero pressure to do that. Okay, so yeah, let's get the shape. We'll worry about kind of customizing that later. For now, let's just try to get the shape organized here. General shape of the ship. It's going to be in the community center. So in the past, what we've done with the community center has been a place where, like, if we have an event where people have to come and sign up for something, they can come sign up. If people want to provide freebies for other people, like, say they loot something and they don't want it, mind you, it's not going to be your junk drop off if there's non-grindable resources, guys. Don't come drop off your primitive, non-grindable slingshot from missions. Ain't nobody want that. All right? Nobody wants that junk. But, like, if people have, like, extra loot that they don't want and they want to, like, provide it for, like, newer people or people that need stuff, I usually put vaults down for people to come and kind of sort through things that they may like. Saddles, weapons, armor, so on and so forth. So... it's just kind of also a place where, like, when we do, like, certain events, we meet up there and people get together, and this is the community center. It's the community center. And it's also easier, like, for example, like, if you want to meet up with somebody to, like, do a trade of some sort, you just say, hey, let's meet at the community center. Easy, right? Fire chip. Times are fun. Sometimes you go to sleep IRL and you wake up, someone's gotten you a white fire kitty. It's great. Aww. Somebody's been busy. Okay. Me. My flying here. Okay. Excuse me? What are you doing in my ship? Oh, here's an interesting question for you guys. How many of you think that we're getting a parrot? How many of you think we're getting an ichthy skin of a parrot? Or a parrot skin for the ichthy? What do you guys think? Do you think we're actually going to get the parrot, or do you think it's just going to be a skin? Non-grindable junk could prove quite valuable if you were to do a repeat of your no crafting roll from Rag. The problem is, and here's the issue with it, Emil, a lot of it's junk. Like, a lot of it is junk. If you've watched me open boxes, like, even the box loot that you pay for that is grindable, is a lot of it's really bad. Like, you spend 35,000 hexagons and you get a stone water reservoir. You get a wooden bench, or you get, you know, a smithy. So I think it's gonna be Helena as a parrot. You guys think it's gonna be a Helena skin would be quite interesting. Well, we don't know what we're gonna get and what it's gonna look like, but at least for now, we'll have the pirate ship and be able to use it day one. So before I open the server to the community, I'll get, like, the community center set up and stuff like that. I always do a first look stream, and the best part about the Genesis release is I go on vacation starting, I guess, okay, how do I even describe this? It's the end of, like, right before I go on vacation, all I have is meetings, and, like, it's just like these biannual meetings that I have to do a whole bunch of. And so after next week, I only work on Tuesday and Friday, And then like I have to do like some paperwork and stuff like that, and then I'm on vacation for like 2 months. So like I'm gonna be primed and ready and just waiting for Genesis to drop. And if I had somebody today say that Genesis was coming in September, and I was like, no, absolutely not. I would cry if they pushed it back to September. I don't think they will though. I don't think they're gonna push it back. I think if at most we may have like 1 or 2 days of a delay. And like even then that I think is just very minimal. So I think it'll still come out in June. I think it'll come out in June. Yeah, somebody said September and I was like, bruh. Absolutely not. I think they were maybe mixing up the fact that there's the UE 5.7 update is coming in September now rather than before Genesis comes out. So I think that's probably what they were thinking. But they basically said it's coming in September, and then that was it.
Shush kaboosh, it's sub.
Yo, Jacob, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that there. Okay. So we have the back part of our ship mostly designed and organized. Right? Obviously not the interior or anything. I guess I need to do the back though. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Got some decisions, some ideas that we got to play with here. And I'm not exactly sure how to do these. Hold on, I need pictures again. Yo ho! I need some pictures of a pirate ship. Because, like, the back of a lot of the ships is just, like, a wall. But, like, it's really hard to see what that looks like. For the most part. Oh, you're not wrong. I don't think it's going to be a terribly large delay. Yo, Paul's coming in with the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you? Happy almost Friday. We are 3 weeks away from Genesis. How's it going? You sent a picture of one? All right, let me take a look at a picture of your pirate ship. Wait, did you build this? Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I like the cannons and stuff. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. Well, yours is it's a lot shorter than mine. Mine's pretty tall. Yours is a lot. Oh, I like what you did with the flags, though. Oh, by the way, chat. A little birdie might be helping us make a event mod that will be used for kind of like, you know how we used Ovis and stuff and things like that to kind of keep track of points in the War of the Ovis. This time it's going to be pirate flags, if it works. And we're getting custom pirate flags. Maybe. Knock on wood. I think he should be able to do it. But he's going to try and do it for us. But I think we're maybe getting custom pirate flags, which is super cool. So, yeah. I don't want to share anything more than that, but we're going to hopefully have custom event structures. So, should be quite fun to show off our flags. All right. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking here for this. Can't put base on ocean? What do you mean? There's ocean platforms. You can put your base on an ocean if you want to. That's what the ocean plats are for. Ooh, but then see, here's this issue, right? Where this is one height and that's another height. It's complicated. There will be kind of like some different rules regarding bases because like for example, the Megachelin needs to breed in deep water. The Magmasaur needs to breed in lava. So we're gonna definitely be kind of playing around with the building rules. I think we're gonna have like, obviously if you decide to build your base in the lava biome, that is going to be a thing for you to use. But we're going to also have a group breeding area. We'll build one in the lava somewhere where everybody can come and breed their dinos and like set down a terminal and stuff like that. Just so that we don't have to have like 20 bazillion people building in lava or in the volcano, because it just doesn't work, right? When we have, you know, 30 or 40 people playing on the server and everybody wants to build their own lava breeding area, but they don't live in the volcano. If you live in the volcano, obviously you can build your own thing there, but it's not going to make sense to have 40 outposts in the volcano. There's just not going to be enough space and so on and so forth. So we're gonna probably do like a communal one. So like if you just want to like pop down your magmasaurs for breeding or something like that, you can do that. It's just hard on big servers. I can't imagine how it's gonna be on official. Official's gonna be, but also we don't know what the map is really gonna look like. But I think it's safe to say that the map isn't gonna change too terribly much. I don't think. The only big difference, the only thing that they've really talked about changing is the ocean biome. And I've heard a couple different theories that I think are really interesting. Obviously, I said maybe there will be bubbles. That idea came from Eternal. A lot of people have said that there's going to be islands for the biomes. I just don't think that's going to work, because if you think about the size of the map and how big the biomes are, I don't think they're going to have to expand the map exponentially for that to work. Like, it's going to have to be like the size of Ragnarok or Astrios for that to work and keep the biomes the size that they are. The other idea that I've heard is that there's still going to be you still teleport into the different biomes. It's just the ocean biome is going to be bigger, rather than being a section of the map. And then you've got, you know, snow, lunar, Arctic around it. The ocean will be its own big thing. And then maybe on a different page of the map, you have the other ones. I don't know. Pillars everywhere. That's a thing. Yeah. Yep. No, Iron Mask, he's talking about unofficial. He's talking about unofficial. So, yeah, there's going to be ocean plats. So, well, I think it's probably safe to say that the ocean plats are coming back. That's it. People would be so upset if they got rid of ocean plats. And I think ocean plats would also make a really good, like, mobile docking area for your pirate ship as well. You know what? Ooh. I mean, I think there's a very good chance that we're going to have to build our pirate ships. Like the DLC ones are going to be built pirate ships. Like you have to gather the pieces and like you can construct it and stuff like that. Similar to how it was in Atlas. So I'm not 100% certain because I didn't play Atlas. I barely watched it, and that was like 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, no one on our servers would pillar spam. And if they did, they would just be told, remove it. I wonder if they're going to have an attachment to ocean platforms to make them ship buildable, right? Because they already have the open space in the middle. It's just enclosed. That is an interesting idea. Either they have a new type of ocean plat for shipbuilding, which could be quite cool, like a mobile dock. Like an ocean dock. Instead of like you'll have the ocean platform for building, but then an ocean dock to build your ship out of. Could be quite interesting. I don't know. There's just an idea that I just kind of thought of. Yeah. Yeah. But it would be like DLC. Dinosaurs spawn. That doesn't sound good, sir. That does not sound like a safe boat. Sounds like you've got an infestation. All right. I want to make this hall, maybe. Not sure. Something like this. I'm cooking. Hold on, give me a moment. I'm thinking here. Mystic is always cooking up some type of craziness. It is going to let me. Okay. Hold your thoughts. Is it ticking? What ticking? Oh, the crocodile. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, sir. I see what you did. Okay. This is gonna be, oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. I don't really know if I necessarily need the ones on the inside, but but if there's no also keep this in mind. This is really important. Arc Monster, the ships are a paid DLC, and not everybody is going to buy that paid DLC. But do keep that in mind. They are not free. They are not free. They will not be free for people. You do have to have the paid DLC. So I think a lot of people, unfortunately, are thinking of this in terms of the paid DLC, and they're not thinking about it from the perspective that the paid DLC stuff is paid, right? So there has to be a solution for the people that choose not to buy the paid content. And making a ship-only map doesn't make any sense. And I had somebody tell me that, and go in reply, I think it was to my Genesis video, and go, you're all dumb because they've already said it's going to be a water map. And I'm like, but you also realize that we're getting Atlantis next year, which is a water map. Yo, Bargy! Thank you so much for coming, a member. We're already getting Atlantis next year, which is going to be an all-water map. It makes no sense for them to get rid of the biomes, which is what Genesis is, and make it just an all-water map. It doesn't make any sense. So I think that there's a very good chance that the biomes will remain the same. It's just how we access them and where they are. That is kind of the question that is up in the air. How are you? It has been a while. I get the win. Welcome to Mystic's pirate ship building tutorial for people who don't know how to build a pirate ship, including myself. But I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm cooking. I'm cooking up a pirate ship. Okay. Hey, Ozzy, how's it going? The ship you're building is on land. You could have done it as a broken ship and made it into parts. Well, it's going to be a community center, so it needs to be a structure. This is actually going to be like our community center. Hey, Fazbear, how's it going? How are you? How are you? This is going to be our community center. So, I wanted to make it like an actual structure that people could go inside and it's safe. If it's broken, it'd be a little bit dangerous. But a broken pirate ship does sound very cool. It would be very hard to do that effectively, though, with the building skins and art, because there's no broken pieces. You can only just take it and just basically divide it in half, right? There is a very cool mod. I forget the name of the structure, though. Eternal, do you remember that one that we were looking at? Because there's one I thought I had downloaded that does the parts of a ship. And I didn't uninstall it. I don't know where it is. I don't think I uninstalled it. Yeah, see, but I try and do everything in vanilla. And then obviously like people could do whatever they wanted after that. But like I try to do everything in vanilla because I just like it when everything's vanilla. I'm also very anti custom cosmetics because I've had such a bad experience with them. Like they're cool and all, but like for a while they were breaking my game, and so I turned off the ability to download custom cosmetics, so I don't use them. Okay. But I'd be surprised if they did redo all the biomes at least a little. Well, they have to, right? Because when they port them into ASA, things change. I just hope they don't butcher... I hope they don't butcher the bog. I love the bog is one of the coolest freaking biomes that ever existed. Like, if you disagree with me, that's fine. But like, tell me another swamp that looks spookier than the bog does. There just isn't. There just isn't like anything that is spookier than the bog. The bog is just cool. It's just so stinking cool. It's such a neat biome. I'm thinking about being a bog rat, a bog swamp rat though. The reason I built in the ocean is because I thought it was just a little bit easier, but I'm a big fan of the bog. I really, really like the bog, so I might live in the bog. I don't know yet. Okay. But at the end of the stream, we are going to choose start choosing teams for the events and stuff. So stay tuned. Actually, I know exactly how I want to do this. We want to go like that. Just no. We need a mini triangle piece. Wildcard. Give us a quarter, like a mini quarter, because give us a quarter triangle, please. The bog is so cool, man. I love the bog. And I would love, I don't know, but I also really like space. Space is fun. I just like all the biomes. I don't know. I like, as much as I think the ocean is cool, we have the island. We have this kind of look in a lot of places. And the ocean is literally going to be islands and water. Just the same as it is in ASE, right? So to me, while yes, I could build some really cool base in the ocean biome, I think it's way more fun to live in like the volcano or the bog and not even the Arctic, because again, we just had Lost Colony, we have a lot of snow maps, or space. Space, bog, volcano. Those are 3 places that most people would not live. So an 8th ceiling, is that what it would be? Maybe something like that. So that's why I don't think I'm sold on the idea of living in the ocean. Like, obviously, like, we'll have like a port and like you can park your ship there and stuff like that, and you can go do shippy stuff. Maybe you know what? From the community center will be the port. And so if you want to like dock your ship there, you can do that, and you can dock your ship at the port or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sorry, but like, we got islands on all the maps. If you want to go live on the island, go live on Herbivore Island on the island. You know, on the center, you know, we have those islands as well that you can go live on. On Ragnarok, there's islands that you can go live on. There's just so many maps have ocean and islands. It's not unique. The bog is unique. The volcano biome is so cool. I'm also a little bit worried about what they're going to do about the volcano, because the volcano and its eruption is such a cool feature that we don't have on any other map either. And then the lunar biome. The only other map that has a lunar biome is Gen 2, and in Gen 2 you can't live in the lunar biome. You don't live outside of the ship. You live inside of the ship, and then you go out into the lunar biome to farm stuff. So it's the only map that has a livable lunar biome. And by that I mean you have to live in a cave, but I mean, they could change that, I don't know. Yeah, it is. But again, there's always oceans. There's always oceans in Ark. I mean, I might live in the bog because, like, also if you haven't seen it, a lot of the trees have these big stone platforms on them, so you can build on those. I'm almost 100% certain that you can put cliff platforms on the trees as well. You can't put tree platforms, but you could put cliff platforms. Rag has a volcano, but does it shoot like fireballs like you've seen in ASE? And can you go inside of it and then it kills you when it erupts? You have to exit the premises or ride a magmasaur. It doesn't like, even though it erupts, like, I don't know, it's different. It's very different. It is different. Okay, how do I want to do this though? This is gonna be kind of like the back. We'll put something up here. I don't know what we're gonna put up here, but we'll put something up there. I guess, honestly, I think that works the best. I do think that this works the best. All right, we got distracted. We're not making nearly as much progress. I gotta stay focused. I guess a volcano, but it doesn't act like the volcano in better if I do it like... Will this work? Will it let me? Will it let me? Is it gonna let me? Most mags don't have a big enough water area where I can live far enough away from the shore that I can't see land. But they're not gonna have that though, Arc Monster. You're gonna see islands everywhere. Unless that's what you're talking about, just seeing islands. There's gonna be islands everywhere, so you're still gonna see land. Yeah, but that's what the ocean plats are for. That's what the ocean plats are for. It is. It definitely erupts. You can, yeah, I know, but it's different. It's different though, Jordan. It is different. Will you insta die if you get hit by a meteor from this volcano? And can you go inside of it and then you die when it erupts? I don't think so. It's different. It's different. Dang it. I was hoping it would. Okay, how do I want to do this though? It's different. And I say that because I'm playing it right now and I'm like, gosh, wow, it's weird to come back to this nostalgia. It is different from, in my opinion, from the Ragnarok one. They have not confirmed or denied that yet, Monster. I think there's a lot of rumors. There's ideas that it's going to be islands. I and Eternal came up with the idea that it would be extinction biomes. I watched, I think it was a video by GP on TikTok, and he was talking about some of the theories as well, and I kind of agree with him. They have not mentioned the other biomes and changing those that much. So it is possible that everybody is thinking that the biomes themselves are completely going to change, but they might actually not. And it might be pretty much the same. I'm on Rag, test it. I'd have to wait for the stupid volcano to erupt, so I'm nowhere near it. I don't have the time to do that. Especially because it is officially midnight. Okay, question. Do we like this here? Maybe. That's not... Okay, that's what it was. All right, I was using the wrong one. That's why. Well, Emil, so okay, I'm gonna just call something out here. I'm gonna call something out. Everybody keeps saying Fjordur style. Y'all realize that Gen 1 came out before Fjordur, right? And the teleportation system, which is the Fjordur style you're all talking about, is the same thing. It's the same thing. Separate realms that don't connect. That's how Gen 1 is. That's how Gen 1 is now. So I don't know why, but I kind of get a little bit triggered that everybody's always comparing it to Fjordur, and it's Genesis. Genesis did their own biome teleportation. I mean, I don't know if Fjordur was out as a mod map before Genesis came out, but whether it was or not, Genesis has its own teleportation system, and I don't know why, but it bothers me that everybody's always calling it the Fjordur teleportation system. But it exists in Genesis. It already exists in Genesis. It's already a teleportation system and already a biome set up in its own separate realms. I'm so confused why everybody always compares it to Fjordur. I don't get it. Why do you guys always compare it to Fjordur? It's its own thing. Genesis has its own separate biomes and separate teleportation system. I'm so confused. I don't get it. I'm sorry. It bothers me. I don't know why. But like, it just doesn't make any sense. But the layering. Okay, see, that I can understand. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, because I believe, like, the only problem that I had with Fjordur was that the map never changed, right? Like, you didn't get a different map if you were in a different biome. You just had the main map, and then you would just see your character on the map somewhere. But, like, you wouldn't be able to see the biome design? Like, am I wrong about that? if they can steal stuff in GSM. Oh, GCM. Oh, I'm an enemy invisible. They can't even see me. They can't even see me. But yes, they can. They can steal your stuff. I don't like this. Not a fan of this. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make any sense to me why people are always comparing it to. But that's the different thing. The teleportation system is different. But I think what you're more referring to is not necessarily how the biomes are set up, but like it's how it's mapped. Because I guess because we don't really know unless you're a modder and you've gone in and seen how Genesis is set up. What I don't want is for them to do the maps like they did in Fjordur. Because I didn't like the fact that I couldn't actually see where the world border was in Fjordur. Like obviously you could kind of see it because like there were like mountains and there were, you know, like walls and stuff like that. But like you couldn't see it on the map. Like you couldn't see how close you were to that world border on the map. I actually don't want that. I want to be able to see where I am on the map. And that's why what I mentioned was the idea that if there is layers like Fjordur, rather than having one map, we can flip between maps. We can flip between pages of the map. That would work better. I don't like the idea of it all looking like the ocean, but then you teleport over to, you know, the volcano biome, but you can't see where in the volcano biome you really are. That I didn't like. That I didn't like. Let me just double check. Let me look up Fjordur map. Yeah, I am correct about that. So let me show this to you guys. Let me save this image and then open it for you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because not a lot of people maybe know this. Okay. Oh god, that's huge. Transform. Okay, not. All right, so this is a pretty good description of how the map worked in Fjordur. So you had your big map, but then in each area, there was a separate world. So you could travel to Asgard, you could travel to Jotunheim, you could travel to Vanaheim, but it was on the same map, but you couldn't see the biome. I didn't like that. You couldn't see the biome of the map. Like, so for example, right now, the way that the Genesis map works, let me open up the Genesis map as well. Let's have a little comparison here. Little. So the way that the Genesis map is now is that on the map, you can see all 5 of the biomes, right? You can see all 5, you can see where you are, you can see where you're going. I hated the Fjordur map because you didn't even get this box. You didn't even get to see this box. There was no box. You were just on the overworld map, but you were within one of these other biomes. So that I actually don't want. I would like it. I get what you're saying with how it's set up rather than like this, but I do not want to be looking at a picture of the ocean, but be in the volcano. I think that would be so incredibly silly and really confusing for a lot of people. But yeah. Yes, exactly, Emil. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I think that would be really nice if they could do that. But yeah, so this is what I mean when I show these off is the current Genesis map from ASE has all 5 biomes on the same map together. And you just can't go between the different biomes. Obviously, we know that they basically said the ocean's going to be the whole map. But then how the worlds interact within there. I do like the idea of having the different ones being kind of how they're layered in Fjordur, but I hated the Fjordur map. I hated it. Was not a fan. I was not a fan of that. Yeah, because you couldn't see where you were. Like, you couldn't see the features of the map. Like, you just had to guess and just look around. What do you mean, Killen? What do you mean a mini quarter? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Don't know what you mean. This is what the map looked like. Unless you had a mod that did something different. Yeah, the Fjordur map was also not crazy realistic. So, like, these mountains and stuff like that, like, it was just mountains. Like, it wasn't very, very detailed. So. Yeah, it wasn't super useful for navigating things. I think, like, if they do it the Fjordur, if they do it the layered method with Fjordur, I think that's great, but they need to have separate maps because it would just be so weird to not even see the volcano on the map, but be in the volcano, right? And I think for space, it would be incredibly difficult because space, you don't get to see the world borders. So you don't know how close or far you are to the world border. I think they would definitely do themselves a disservice by using the style of map that Fjordur used. I don't know. We just don't know. I would hate the fact that all we see is an ocean map, but we're in the volcano. Or all we see is an ocean map, but we're in the snow. It just doesn't make any sense to me, and that was the one thing I didn't like. Hey, Ash, how's it going? So yeah, this is what the Fjordur map looked like. I'm not personally a fan of the way that it was set up. I think that the way that the biomes were set up was fine, but the map itself was really frustrating to use. So yeah, there's that. And then obviously we have the Genesis. So, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Obviously, I don't have any input on this at Wildcard. So I don't know, maybe I just end it here? I don't know how to do this because of that. That's a problem. That's a problem. Does the space area have a kill you instantly world border? No. No. It's like the solid border. It's like the solid border that like the island has and stuff. Just doesn't work. Triangle ceiling. You know how big a triangle ceiling is? You remember how big a triangle ceiling is? I only think it works is there. It doesn't work. It doesn't really work anywhere else unless I like built it there. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. I gotta give us more. I know. It's like. It's so hard because, like, we're all speculating. You know, some people are going to be right, some people are going to be wrong. But I think what GP said was pretty accurate. They haven't told us that they're changing anything besides the ocean biome. So I think it's safe to assume that things are going to remain relatively the same besides the ocean biome. The only one that they've really said that they're changing is the ocean. They haven't said anything about the other ones, and I think it's probably safe to assume that those aren't really going to change. I think that's a pretty fair assessment, and I agree with it. And so everybody's saying that, oh, they're completely getting rid of all the biomes. That doesn't make any sense. Who wants to play on just an island map when we're literally getting an Atlantis ocean-themed map next year? I don't want 2 ocean-themed maps. It would be like 2 scorched maps. That's so boring. It would be like getting another Lost Colony map. Like, why would anybody want that? Like, we just had an all snow map. Who wants another snow map right away? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me to think that they're making just an ocean biome. This person was very adamant in my comment section about it, though. It was like, so my comment to them was like, so they're getting rid of engrams. They're getting rid of specific dinos like the Magmasaur, the Bloodstalker, so on and so forth. They're like, yeah. And I was like, methinks you wrong. Methinks you a little bit wrong. So many people bought Aquatica. Yeah. I have nothing good to say about the post-Aquatica version. I don't have Aquatica. I haven't played Aquatica, but I have downloaded ASC on the Aquatica version, and it's bad. it takes 10 to 15 minutes of just opening your game before you can actually do anything. Your game freezes. I thought it was crashing, but if I left it alone for 10 to 15 minutes, eventually I could actually click on stuff on the menu screen. Welcome to Aquatica. Full-on space map. Oh, that would be so cool. I mean, I think there's a very good chance we're going to have more space stuff with Gen 2. I think that's a very, very, very real possibility. Yeah, exactly. The Bloodstalkers are super cool. I don't think they are. They haven't said anything about getting rid of creatures. It would be very weird of them to do that, and a lot of people would be very upset. I think a lot of people would be very, very upset if they did that. I don't think that they are. I don't think Wildcard is going to do that. I don't think that they will. So. It's cooking. It's cooking. Yeah, as they should have been, because it was just so bad. It was terrible. All right, I think that we need to make this longer, right? I think it's a bit too short. I think it needs to be at least a little bit longer. Do we agree? It seems a bit short. It's cool, though. It's pretty cool. But I think it's a bit short. I think we need to make it a little bit longer. I think it needs to be longer. Looks a tad stubby. Doesn't quite look like... Chat, help me here. Frigate? Boat. I don't know. What are the different names for, like, old school ships? Did they have, like, different terms? Please try to keep your cursing out of chat. There's no reason, even with the asterisk Anos. I'm just gonna start calling you Rimuru because that's what your name is now. I know you're not Anos anymore. I want my ARC, but Wildcard denies me to play on my own dang private server. What do you mean you can't play on your own private server? Nitrado hasn't said anything. So in theory, you should be safe to log in. But Schooner's gonna be small, right? Galleon's gonna be big, I think. Need a bigger boat. Brigantine? Is that a big one? Is that a biggin? I don't know why I keep saying biggin. It sounds weird. Actually, no, I did that right. Is that right? I did that wrong. I don't quite know. I think I should be on is a sloop. What's a sloop? Is a sloop small? Yeah, but you just didn't need to say it at all. It was unnecessary. Because people can imply what it is, and we try to keep things family friendly. Yeah, try. Oh, I curse. I try. Asterisk ain't gonna save anybody from figuring out what it is. A dinghy? Living your life on a dinghy? I think that's a little bit better. I think that's pretty good. Right? Okay, why does everybody have to move in here? Go away. Where? No, kill all the Pegos. June said she would kill the Pegos. Well, you can. I mean, you can play. You can still log in. You just can't play on official servers. You just can't play on official right now. They haven't said anything about unofficial servers. I mean, obviously the bug could be affecting unofficial, but Nitrado hasn't said anything. Let me actually just double check Discord real quick. No updates, not even from Nitrado on anything. Nitrado has been silent. No updates. No even warnings of not to transfer. They just said, oh, update available yesterday. That's it. So, wanted to kill the Pegos. I mean, I'm worried about June killing me. It's a very real fear. I don't know about you, but that's a very real fear. Yeah, officials, they've taken official offline. Yeah. There's a bug with the update from yesterday that prevents, like, people were logging in. I don't think it was happening to everybody. It was only happening to some people. But basically people were logging in and it was basically prompting them to make a new character. Yeah, but you said you were talking about your private server. And the private server is very different from official. It's affecting dedicated servers, so they have officially announced that because I didn't see anything from Nitrado about it. So. I mean, I would think that if it's affecting dedicated, it would also affect unofficial servers. It's basically the same concept. It's just hosted on a different platform. Let me double check Discord real quick. I can inform you guys. I've avoided posting in the Nitrado Discord because the last time I did, I had like 10 community members tell me 10 different things. And they were all wrong. And then I had one tell me that the Nitrado Discord is not actually the Nitrado Discord. Despite the fact that when you're on their website, they send you to this Discord as their Nitrado Discord. And they have their Nitrado team working in the Nitrado Discord. Obviously, they don't really respond to messages. But yeah, I had somebody flat out tell me that it's not the official Nitrado Discord. I'm like, okay, well, tell me where the official Nitrado Discord is because I think you are confused there. Let me take a look here. Let's see. I mean, it's just people talking about the birthday event. Nobody's talking about the problems with the characters on Nitrado. So. I can't access the server like you could last night. Interesting. That sounds like something on your end rather than Nitrado. Or, I mean, did them shutting down official affect private servers? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. If you're not on the official network, because I'm clearly in single player, chilling. Like this isn't our community server. This is single player. Oh. I don't know. Sounds like there's a problem with your server in general. Then I don't know. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go here, and then let's go ahead and build out. Yeah, so, I mean, single player is not affected, and I'm pretty sure that we've had people on our community servers since this update came out, because people are always on. Almost always somebody on. Again, nobody's talking about it in the Nitrado Discord, so I think it's chill for Nitrado at least. Yeah, but it's, yeah, if it's bad enough that single player gets affected, it's pretty damn bad. But nah, single player is chilling right now. Okay, so I think this is pretty, is it wide enough? Do we think it's, or long enough? Do you think this is good? I think it should be. Yeah, Monster's on his server. Are you on a Nitrado server, Monster? Or are you on dedicated single player or on a official server? Yeah, that's what he said. He's on a dedicated server. Yeah. Oh, Eternal's on our community servers. So yeah, it's something with your server in particular, it sounds like. Because like, oh yeah, our Monster's chilling. We're chilling. Sounds like it's something with your setup. Maybe your server didn't update. Like your game could be updated, but maybe the server didn't update. That could be a huge part of it. Oh, you're on Nitrado. Okay. Yeah, Nitrado's chilling for once. For once, Nitrado is not the problem child. Surprisingly enough. Chillin' like a pirate. was gonna say chilling like a villain, but it doesn't quite work. Okay, how are we gonna do this here, though? That is the question. Okay, here she be. She's gonna need a name, by the way. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. But for once, Nichado is not the problem child. Is the hole? No, I'm not worried about it. I can always go back. No big deal. Just replace it. I need to look at picture again. I need to look at the picture of a shippy ship, a pirate ship, for inspiration. To see the front of a pirate ship. Do we make it pointier? We might have to. I think we gotta make it pointier. Well, I mean, back in the day when we could use any host that we wanted. I mean, you can still kind of get away with buying like an actual server from a company rather than using Nitrado as an alternative as well. I know some other people that work with like they work with like companies that like they buy a server, like an entire standalone server, and they use that. But I tried one out. Somebody like invited me to theirs to test it out to see if I liked it, and there was hardly any structures on the map, and it was very laggy. So I was like, yeah, that doesn't quite work for me. But do you have like a whole server paper? Like a I don't know how to describe it because it's complicated, right? Because there's like the big server things, and then there's the individual servers. Hey, how's it going? What are we doing today? We're building a pirate ship. Yahoo, yahoo. Me hearties, yo ho. Okay, I need to get rid of these trees because they're definitely gonna annoy me. They're gonna get in my way. The Goblin of Chaos? What do you mean? What do you mean? The Queen of Chaos. The Pirate Queen of Chaos. The Jolly Loot Goblin. The Jolly Loot Goblin. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's working so far. It's working. I ran a physical machine from a company. Yeah. Yeah, it does give you a little bit more freedom than Nitrado. Yeah. Yeah, somebody invited me to their one that was set up like that, and it was just too laggy for me. Like, I don't know if it was because it was like located in the US, I believe. But like our servers are hosted in Germany, and I have little to no problem with that besides the fact that I crash when I open drops. Besides that little problem, I don't have any problem with our community servers. Like, otherwise they run really well. I hardly ever crash. However, when I tried their server, they hardly had any structures on it, and it made my game so laggy, and just it felt very clunky. And I was like, yeah, I don't think that this is going to work for my community, because if this is how it runs for me, and I have a very good PC and very good internet, I don't think it would work for my members. So, and I think they had like 3 or 4 people playing on it with hardly any structures, and it wasn't running that well. So on your laptop? Dang. Yeah, but again, keep this in mind, Rimuru. I have some of the best. I literally have like some of the best internet in the world, and I can normally connect to American servers with no issues. But in that situation, I could not. So yeah. Yeah. It just didn't run very well. I mean, to be fair, Germany and like the US are about the same distance, not terribly different in terms of distance. And it shouldn't have been that big of a quality difference. Yeah, we have crazy good internet, which is amazing. I'm very lucky. I am super lucky, and I don't pay like a crazy exorbitant amount for it either. But yeah, it was just, I think it was just the server. Oh, it was just the setup for it. Oh no, I wasn't thinking. Oh, the stupid floor thing again. Oh no, the stupid floor thing. Hold on. I gotta pick all these out. This is a stupid floor! They need to fix the skin. I can't believe they haven't fixed that yet. I'm really surprised that is still an issue and nobody's really complained about it. What do I pay monthly for internet? Well, it's combined now with my phone plan. But I think when I got it was like 30 bucks. Like 30 bucks a month. 30 or 40 bucks a month. I mean, if you want to get into semantics, Rimuru, yes, I believe that New York is farther. I mean, it depends on where you're talking in the US as well. Am I closer to California than Germany? I believe so. Am I closer to New York than Germany? I don't think so. It depends on where the server is located in the US. But even still, like, again, I have very good internet. And if I could play on an American server for any other situation and not have an issue, but I have an issue on a hosted server from a server company, like somebody who's bought a server, I think it's a server, not me. Yeah, it completely, yeah, if you're talking about Hawaii, Hawaii is way closer than California. It just depends on where. You don't know where Korea is? Damn. My feelings are hurt. I feel bad. Feels bad, man. Feels sadgies. Okay, we gotta figure out how we're gonna do this here. Because this is gonna be difficult. How are we gonna do this? I guess question is, yeah, it definitely needs to come up. Oh my god, that looks so long now. It looks so long. Okay, maybe it's a little bit too long. Yeah, but I mean, it's called world geography. You don't need to travel to know where places are. Ah. You can still look up a map of the world. It literally takes a map of the world. 4 words. On Google. A bulbous bow? Oh, what? What? Or bulbous bow? A bow? What is a bow? Like, well, I know what a bow is. What is a bulbous bow? What is a bulbous bow? What is a bulbous bow? What's a bulbous bow? To be fair, let's be real. When I have visited the US on vacation, and after going to Korea the first time when I came back to the States, if you tell an American that you've just come back from Korea, there's a 99.9% probability that they'll say north or south. I'd bet $1 million on it. I'd literally bet $1 million that I don't have. I'd bet $1 million on it. That is the #1 question you get asked when you say that you have been to Korea. North or south? Like a Bulbasaur? The red bulge on the front of modern ships? Oh, but we're not making a modern ship. We're making a pirate ship. We're making a pirate ship. Leave an open hole in the prow and blame Europe when the ship sinks. Chat. I know what you're talking about now. The bulbous thing. Like it's like what's on like the big oil tankers and stuff, right? Here, let me show that comment because I think a bunch of people can't see it. I'm working on it. It's looking a little bit long now. I do kind of feel like I should bring it back one. Do we agree that it should come back one? I think it should come back one. I think it's too long. But yeah, that's the #1 response that I get when I say that I live in Korea or that I have been to Korea is north or south. Every time, without fail. It's actually impressive. It is truly impressive that it is without fail. Most of the time. If you were streaming in North Korea, that would be really interesting. Right? Right? Not logging. Eternal. What do you... It's huge! What do you mean? You and Eternal think it's too short? I mean, I know he went to North Korea, but that's all I know. Oh, I don't follow basketball. I think he's a basketball player, right? I'm sure he's basketball. Could fit a giga. I know, right, Skyra? Oh my god, did I make you motherless? I'm so sorry. You can go join her. Okay, that was kind of brutal. Doesn't need to be huge, because remember, this has got to actually go somewhere on a map. This has got to go on a map. See, the thing is, and this is the part I'm struggling with. I really want it to taper up. It's just gonna be really hard to do that, I think, with the building structures. Yeah, accurate. In my way, I don't need to walk it into my ship. This is a this is a kids-free zone, man. This is a kids-free zone. No baby stegos walking around here. It's a work zone. It's dangerous. Some debris might fall on the baby stego's head. No, that is not what we're doing. We're not building an ark. We're building a pirate ship, man. I'm building the ark. What a freaking pirate ship. Exactly. I need to get rum. I'm out of rum, and no place near me sells rum. It's very obnoxious. It's very, very annoying. I hate it. It's so frustrating. I want my spiced rum. My spiced rum and coke, man. Where's me rum gone? I just stole me rum. Okay. This is also a slight problem there. Because the problem is... Hagrid's barge? Why is it always about Hagrid? Always about Hagrid, chat. Just trying to see how this would look, like what I could do with this. See, but that goes out. That's the problem with that. Don't like that. So it's because I once built a very janky house in Ark Descended, and that is where the Haggard's hut comes from. It was a very, very janky base, and I would slowly grow it as I went. Taste the bad decisions. Coconut rum? I don't know if I've ever had that. I want to try to get this done. Oh, we're running out of time though, because I've also got to do the cruise. So again, if you are wanting to join in on Pirate Wars, I will be designating the teams in a bit. The teams are going to be based off of biomes, with the ocean biome being a free-for-all zone. So there's no ocean team, because I thought that would be quite unfair, because some people would want to be ocean pirates. But we're going to have bog pirates, basically swamp pirates. We're going to have volcanic pirates. We're going to have lunar pirates, and we're going to have, I guess, snow pirates. Those are going to be like the teams. And then the you don't have to live in your biome. You definitely do not have to live in your biome. That is not a requirement at all. It's just going to be your team, and there's going to be stuff related to your biome. And when we do events, there will be things set up related to what team you're on and what biome you're in. I mean, everybody's a mystic pirate, though. Everybody's a mystical pirate. You can be a mystical pirate if you want to. I'm just not sure how I feel about this. But I thought poor lunar pirates, they would be so cooked if they had to live in lunar. No. So that's the thing is, because we are potentially going to be making Gen 1 a permanent server. We're gonna have to see how it runs and how it's set up and the size of it and all that other stuff. But we'll be doing a community vote probably late July for whether or not we want it to be a permanent map to replace Ragnarok, because Ragnarok's got some issues. I wanted people to be able to pick a permanent base spot, so that way they don't feel pressured to, you know, live in the biome that like they get assigned to. Hi, Derek. How's it going? So no, you don't have to live in your biome. This is very pointy. I don't know how I feel about this. It's very pointy. Very pointy. But yeah, so like you don't have to live in the biome that you are on the team of, but that is just going to be your team. It's going to be biome based. About this. Oh, I don't like it that much. I want it to stick out more. But how do I do that? I wanted to get it off of the ground. It's so hard. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Maybe I build down. Maybe building down is the solution. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Let me cook, chat. I'm cooking here a little bit. I'm cooking. Water tank at the front to round it? Absolutely not. We're not adding a bulbous bow. No, this is not a flying pirate ship. We are gonna have some space pirates. Or some space Vikings. Let me work on it. Let me work on it. I'm cooking here a little bit. All right. Ooh, I do see what you're saying there, Seth. I see what you're saying. But I mean, that's kind of what this is. That's kind of what this is here. Ooh, this makes it hard, though. Can I... Yes! That works. Yes. I had it. I'm thinking very deeply right now. The deep thoughts are thoughting. The thoughts are thoughting. You can see my thoughts roaring in my head. The deep thoughts of how I want to do this. I'm just, it's so hard because there's certain limitations in building an arc. That's the problem. There are certain limitations with arc building. I got a piece of brain sticking out. Oh, let me throw it back in real quick. It helps to see it with the skin on sometimes as well. Hey, Talbar, how's it going? By the way, guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, if you're enjoying the stream. And all my shenaniganery of trying to figure out how to build a pirate ship. No, we do not. I don't even know that one off the top of my head. Why does it look like there's a dent Who put a dent in my floor? Somebody put a dent in my floor. It looks like somebody punched it. What happened? Wait, none of the other floor spots. Oh, that one kind of has it. All right, all right. That one kind of has it. I was like, why is there a dent in my floor? I didn't sign up for that. I didn't agree to somebody punching my floor. What? It's a loot depository for sure. Oh, absolutely. The hull is gonna be full of the loot. Rock Ellie did it? Probably. Probably. Pesky Rock Ellies, man. Alright. We can kind of see how this works. Okay, it's looking better. Looking more ship-like. Why, you don't like it? You don't like that one? No, that's not the fact at all, Gaming Feline. There's quite a few people that I do read their messages for, but you can also have some patience and realize that I'm thinking very deeply on how to build a pirate ship. Patience is a virtue. It is absolutely a virtue. I try to read everybody's message. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I am thinking very deeply right now. If I only read chat, I would not build a pirate ship. I would be reading chat the whole time. How this works. Because unfortunately, my eyeballs only face one direction, so I can't go cross-eyed, I guess, to read chat and do what I'm doing in the game at the same time. You just gotta have a little bit of patience. You just gotta have a little bit of patience. I try my best. I'm only human. Oh, as much as I wish I was a robot, I am not. Aha. I had it. I had it. There. I'm sorry. Nah, I get it. I get it. If somebody comes in and says hi, and they feel bad if they don't get seen. But it's also understanding that I only got two eyes, and they only face forward. So, I can only look in one direction at one time. Okay. What if I do something like this? Just let me cook a little bit. I'm just gonna block this off for right now. We're gonna sort it later. Aww. I hope you get it fixed. That sucks. I'm trying to get the bow to work. I keep saying bow. It's a bow. Bow to work. I am trying. If it didn't, I was gonna have a fit. Oh, is it working? Is it working? Congratulations if it is. I don't like this. I had it. Sometimes it's so hard to see where it's going. Build a ship? You are confusing us here. I'm cooking a ship. I'm cooking a ship. cooking a ship. I am cooking. For a ship to become nice, juicy, and tender. Look, building a ship is... cooking a ship is a labor of love. All right? So it is unfortunately rather time-consuming. Okay? You just gotta have patience. It'll be done when it's done. It'll be done when it's done. It's not Noah's Ark! It's a freaking pirate ship! What Noah's Ark has this? Huh? Noah's Ark is just big, flat, big box. I don't know what you're all on about. Ain't you ever seen a pirate ship before? That is just absolutely rage baiting me right now. And I'm 100% getting rage bit. Rage bit? Rage baited? Y'all, I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna remember this ethos. Community race. I shall remember. I will remember your comments. Let's see how this works. Oh god, that is not the piece that I thought it was. Whoopsies. I'm liking where this is going now. This is a little bit more mystic, happy, friendly. A little bit more what I was going for. Hey, yeah, you should. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. You should join. This is my chance to get revenge for all those extra life donations that you guys did last year. And the birthday ones too. I remember. I remember what you guys did to me. Poor Preparian. And yes, the Viking pirates shall be returning for Genesis. I have confirmed with them. Cooking a pirate ship. What? Oh, I don't like this. This is a problem. This is a bit of a problem here. Wait a second. Doesn't this get solved by something like this? How does this one work? Definitely not that one. That one! I gotta figure this thing out here. Just doesn't work, though. Hey, Uncle, how's it going? I don't like it. I don't like it. Does it needs to be the other one? No, it doesn't. It's not gonna work. It could be sideways. This is going okay. I'm losing my mind trying to build this. How would you? How would you do this, though? there anything that works here? Is there anything that works for this? There is something that works for this. It's not the ceiling. It's just the way that it fits. Has Captain ever built a pirate ship? I'm sure he will. I'm sure he absolutely will soon. I'm sure you're gonna see a lot of pirate ship building tutorials very soon. I did. I was swapping between the snapping points. I was swapping between them, but there's only 2 ways that a triangle can face. That's the problem. I'm problem solving right now. I'm problem solving, and I kind of like it. Kind of like where I'm going with this. Kind of like it. I like it a little bit. This is why you gotta let Mystic cook or ship. Make it nice and tender. Why is the combi inside of my ship, bruh? What are you doing? Apparently that was connected to something. Don't quite know what, but something. Okay. Ah, good old Ark. Good old Ark. Okay. Okay, but I have kind of an idea of this now. Okay. It's okay. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be all right. I think I need to at least keep this in. Mystic is building, there is no safety. What do you mean? Safe? Ish. Debatable. Very debatable. Safe-ish. It's fine. Don't worry. Be happy. Alright, once I figure out where this is going, then I can fix these other bits. It's 1 a.m. Okay. Okay. Why do y'all judge me so hard? Why so much judgment, chat? Huh? Why you all judge so much? Hey, Green Bean, what's up? Yeah, so I was thinking of having the entrance being on the back side of the ship. Like, there'll be the front side of the ship. And then that way you get the full thing. Because the thing is, if you put it at the front, I don't know. I don't like it that much, but I guess we could figure it out. Let me build it here. Decide if I like it. If I don't like it, we'll make it the front of the ship. Because the thing is I want it to look like a ship from at least one angle. From at least one angle. And if you have the entrance being at the front, I just don't like that idea. Just not a fan of it that much. I want to make sure that this works. Because like I want the front to be off over the water, right? I don't need to have two entrances though. I don't need to have one. But I like where this is going right now. I do actually quite like this. The only hard part is going to be bringing it into this part right here. Like connecting these is going to be hard. But how are you, Green Bean? You having a wonderful day? What do you, look, they were in my way. They had to go. They had to go! Right? Dog eat dog world out there. They're so hard to work with, these ones. I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's just not the right angle. Hard part. Full of hopes of this ship and your ability to hack it. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. I only want it to have one entrance. It doesn't need to have two entrances because, again, this is just a community center, so this isn't going to be my base or anything. Work on breeding! Bro, the angles at Ark are rough, man. Angles are murder. Yeah, I think we can all agree that trying to, like, get stuff with, like, a cool angle is quite difficult. I'm liking how this is looking here, though, because I want it to go up. I don't want it to be straight. I don't want it to look like freaking Noah's Ark. Right? This is hard, though. It's just hard with the way that Ark is. Let's see how this looks. All right, I think this should connect here and count as foundation support, which is what we want. We want that. Need that. But how do I connect this here? Mystic's Arc? That's something. It's something. I wonder if I did all the sides like this, if it would be a little bit easier to do. Like if I did all the sides as triangles. I want you to go in, bro. You do me a favor and go in. Building is fun. Building is super fun. See, that doesn't go where I want it to either. But... That does. I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's thrown all of that off. Oh, okay. Oh. Interesting. 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 Very interesting. He just needs to make Zoro's lookout box thingy. It's perfect. I think I need to think about this. Oh, it is 1 a.m., guys. I do have work in the morning. In approximately like 8 hours, I have to be up and out the door for work. And I did say that I do actually kind of like how this is overlapping a little bit more. That's kind of cool, right? Like with this overlap. Adds a little bit of like depth to it. I'm gonna have to do some thinking on this, but we are going to do a little bit of a wheel of fortune or misfortune for our community members that are joining us for Pirate Wars. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let me, I guess, just kind of come over here real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and pull up the spin wheel. And I'm basically going to divvy up the team. So I decided to do it that way because if I let everybody pick which biome team they wanted to be on, unfortunately, we wouldn't have even-ish teams. So I'm trying to make it as even as possible for events. Like, that's a huge part of it, right? So that is why I'm not letting you guys choose which biome you want for Pirate Wars. So you're just going to be assigned randomly via spin wheel. Just try to make things a little bit even. Yeah, that could be a whole thing, Gamer Uncle. The build hammer might be an experience. But yeah, let me go ahead and get my spin wheel up. I believe it should work. Yep, there it is. Sweet. All right, so we have our 4. Let me kind of go through the Pirate Wars event. I'm going to be making an announcement in Discord later as well, just for anybody who's missed this and is curious why they all of a sudden have a random role in Discord. If you would like to join in Pirate Wars, you just need to be a member or a Patreon. The information on Patreon is in the description, and membership, you just got to click the join button to join my community server. So you can join all the servers, you can join one of the servers, it's completely up to you. But yeah, we're going to be hosting a Gen 1. We have a couple other maps as well. But for Gen 1, the theme is Pirate Wars. And basically, we're going to have 4 main teams competing in a series of events, both kind of like passive ones that like will be like a scavenger hunt, or like you can like go and look for things. I'll give you like some hints, and then you got to go find stuff, things like that. Build competitions, all sorts of things. And then there will be the on-stream events, which will be things like Race Across the Arc. We'll also do planning on some other kinds of races, including maybe involving boats. Some other events involving rafts. I can actually pull up the whole list fast because I actually have it all written down. There is going to, of course, be a return of parkour. I know you guys love parkour. There may be stuff involving bloodstalkers. There may be things involving magmasaurs. There is, like I said, going to be a building competition. And yeah, all sorts of different events and things like that. And basically, for each event, we're going to have 4 teams, and those teams will get points. And at the end of the season, the team with the most points is the overall winner of the Pirate Wars. So, yeah. Why do you guys hate parkour so much? What's wrong with parkour? What? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but yeah, so that's what Pirate Wars is going to be. If you want to have an idea of what my events look like, you can go check my my streams from Valgero, Halloween, and then also Ragnarok War of the Ovis. It's not about being good, it's about having fun. It's about having fun, all right? Look. At the end of the day, it's you know, you got to support your team. But yeah, so basically we have 3 really big tribes that I'm gonna choose first. They're gonna choose their biomes, and they're not gonna be in the same biome. The 3 big teams are gonna be in their own separate groups. So Extinction Gang, Pumpkins, and the Sims are all gonna be in their own biomes. And then yeah, everyone's gonna be kind of divvied up a little bit. So and I think what I'm gonna do, I think what we'll do is it'll be, so for those 3 big tribes, it's going to be between Arctic, Volcano, and Bog, because there is also another tribe that has already been assigned to the lunar biome. You might be able to guess who that is. It's not me, by the way. That is a 2-person tribe, but let me get my list of people here. So that way I can give you guys the roles and stuff later. My little list in Discord, but yeah, you have to be a member. What do you mean? Oh no! Wait. Wait, what? Huh? The channel said, yeah to what? I was actually interested in the parkour event. Am I gonna win by default or being the only participant? I mean, yeah, you could be. Oh, go figured it out. Yes, the Vikings have decided to be space pirates. Yes, they have decided to be space pirates. And since they are awesome and they put up with my shenanigans, I've just given them choice of the 4 biomes because they are also content creators. So but yeah, let me kind of go through this list. So we've got Extinction Gang, we have the Lost Pumpkins, and we have the Sims. Extinction Gang, you guys, I believe, yeah, you guys put your group in first, so I'm gonna do you guys first out of the 3 biomes. If it rolls one of the other biomes, it just doesn't count. All right, so if it rolls lunar, it doesn't count. All right, let me get this interact thing up. But I thought it would be kind of fun to do this on stream for you guys. Here we go. The choice. Ooh, Extinction Gang is a part of the fire team. All right, Volcano. We've got Extinction Gang. All right. Let me also do this Arctic and then Bog. Lunar. Okay. Next up, we have Rise of the Lost Pumpkins. You guys are getting chosen next. So you guys cannot be Volcano. You can either be Arctic or Bog. Arcanine. If it rolls lunar, it doesn't count. We'll spin again. Yeah, it rolled lunar. Fine. Spin again. Until it chooses one. That means Sims is going to be whatever the remaining one. It really wants to land on lunar. But it's only fair. It's only fair with the big groups that each biome has a big group. Or Volcano, apparently. What happened to Bog and Arctic? Why is the spin wheel so anti-Bog and Arctic? I don't want to remove the choices because then I have to go back in. Oh. The Pumpkins! A Team Bog! The Lost Pumpkins. What are you guys? You got a long-ass name. I'm calling you the Lost Pumpkins. Your name is too long, man. Your name is too long. All right, so that means the Sims are going to be the Arctic biome. All right. Now, next up, we've got Wicked. Wicked is rolling. Wicked is rolling. Except for the Bog, because the Bog's got too many people right now. This is the problem, is there's so many people. What do you guys got? Like 8 to 9? 7 to 9. 7 to 9. Hold on. Wicked's not going to be the Bog. Because I got to try and even this out a little bit. Sims are 5 to 6. And then Extinction Gang is 5. Okay. Yeah, so we need to even it out a little bit between Lunar, Arctic, and Volcano. You guys get the easy spot. Oh, Wicked's going to the lunar biome. All right. All right, Wicked is going to the lunar biome. Alrighty, then that means next up we have Jackal. Jackal's heading somewhere. I don't know where, but Jackal's going somewhere. Where's Jackal going? Ooh, Jackal's going to the volcano. All right. Right. jackals in the volcano. Next up, we have Iron Mask. It's your turn. Oh, great. Okay. Well, that's what I'll be fixing after this. Ooh. All right. Iron Mask, you're going to the Arctic. You're going to the Arctic, my sir. Gonna be a cold mask soon. All right, we got Iron Mask. Epos. Epos is next. I know, but it's too long. It's too long. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one again because we're trying to even out the numbers. Really need some people in Lunar. And we need some people in Volcano and Arctic still. Trying to even out the numbers a little bit, and then we'll open it up. It really wants Epos to be in the bog. You land on bog again, you'll be... Oh, never mind. All right, Epos is gonna be... Arctic. All right, Epos is also Arctic team. Next up, we have... We have Alphanaut. Alphanaut, your turn. Oh, okay. That's gonna put us at 7 to 8. So we're discluding Arctic now. We really need a bunch of people in the lunar biome. We need at least one more in Volcano and the rest in Lunar. It really, really likes the Arctic now. This wheel is very broken. Let's see. That's not what I need. Not what I need. Not what I need. I need Volcano and Lunar game. Little wheel of doom. Oh. All right, Volcano. Volcano here for Alphanaut. All right, let's see. We got Meg. Meg's been Meg, I'm gonna go ahead and add you into the lunar bio because unfortunately we only have 3 people and everybody else has like 7 to 9. So I'm gonna put Meg in with the lunar biome. Let's see. Skyra also is gonna go into the lunar biome. Let's see. And then that's where we're at right now. So we've got 5 people in the lunar biome, 7 to 9 in the bog, 7 to 8 in the Arctic, and 7 in the volcano. So, and then we obviously, I do know people will join in. But for right now, that is our teams. I will give you guys roles. You'll be able to have your own private team chats as well. It's already set up. But yeah. So, I gotta go fix server stuff. No, people do like the bog, I think. It's just, when you compare it to like the lunar and stuff, I think the problem is you have to consider about living there. And the reason why people don't like the bog is because of the Bloodstalkers. But it's a cool biome. I really like it. I think it's cool. It's nowhere near as bright as the Arctic biome is. And technically, I guess it kind of stays bright all day. Whereas the ocean biome is really dark at night currently. Because we are doing a Genesis 1 playthrough. If you haven't seen that, you should go check out the streams. But yeah, so you guys, I'm going to give you guys more information on that soon, later. But I gotta go fix server stuff because it sounds like, is it Ragnarok that freaked out? Was it Rag Amen? Or was it Astrios? Which one was it? Which one broke? Rag broke again. Cool beanios. But I do have work in the morning, so we're gonna leave off there. But guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, and if you want to join in to the Pirate Wars and come play your hand at getting all the loot, getting the balloons, getting them pirate flags, because that might be a thing. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. So join the Discord. You can always join right when it comes out, but you won't be able to start meeting people now, or I guess until then. But yeah, let me find somebody for us to raid real quick. And then I gotta go fix Ragnarok, which is why we're doing Ragnarok, because Ragnarok keeps breaking. Flinger on ASE? Wow! Flinger's back on Lost Island. All right. ASE gang, come on back. All right, we're gonna go right over to Flinger. I think I've rated him before. He's pretty nice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this building stream. We'll definitely do more of this. Probably next week. Probably pick this back up next week. Hopefully they fix the stuff with official. But yeah, let's go give Flinger some love and support another content creator who's playing ASE again. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one.